Roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau. You can count on us for great service. You can count on us to get it done. You can count on us for a price that's fair. The quality is second to none. For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Seems like everything is overpriced these days, right? It's called market inflation. Aaron Walker here at Naples Nissan with some suggestions to help you take some air out of that inflation. Current gas prices? Ouch. Regular service checkups and maintenance will help you get better gas mileage. Get a free 20-minute checkup at Naples Nissan. All makes and models are welcome. Plus, get our $99 Inflation Fighter Alignment Special. And of course, you can still get the original base MSRP for your trade-in. That's right, Southwest Florida. If your trade-in is a 2013 or newer with less than 120,000 miles on it, then whatever it was worth when it was brand new, even if you didn't buy it new, that's exactly what it will be worth right now. But only at Naples Nissan. And remember, folks, it doesn't matter when or where you originally bought that trade-in from. Come see us on Pine Ridge Road or visit naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. See dealer for details.
You heard us right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right. All along.
Keeps spreading. I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News found in France and Japan the day before that country banned all foreign travelers.
This variant is a cause for concern, not a cause for panic.
President Biden says we need to learn more about whether it's more contagious or severe, but again urges Americans to get vaccine shots and boosters.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention strengthened its recommendation for COVID vaccine boosters. They had been saying anyone over 18 may get a shot. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said Monday all adults should get a booster because, quote, the recent emergence of the Omicron variant further emphasizes the importance of vaccination.
Fox's Sean Langell. Testimony starts today at actor Jussie Smollett's trial in Chicago.
Prosecutors accusing the 39-year-old of faking a hate crime that grabbed the nation's attention in 2019. Police say Smollett hired two brothers to pretend to attack him for $3,500 to further his career.
Fox's Brooks Singman. Smollett's defense claims it was a real crime, and those brothers who attacked him were paid for training Smollett for a music video. Testimony continues today in New York at the trial of a friend of the late Jeffrey Epstein.
Ghislaine Maxwell is facing 6 counts in her federal trial, including sex trafficking a minor. In opening arguments, prosecutors told the Manhattan jurors that she groomed victims for her boss and romantic partner Jeffrey Epstein. But Maxwell's attorneys say prosecutors are using her as a scapegoat since Epstein is dead.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. He committed suicide in jail awaiting trial. Former President Trump's lawyers go to an appeals court today, again trying to block the House committee investigating the January Capitol riot.
The committee wants call logs, drafts of speeches, and other documents from the National Archives. But former President Trump had argued those documents must be withheld to protect executive privilege for future presidents.
That's Fox's Jill Nato. America's listening to Fox News.
In the morning and at night, we're the station that gets it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right. All along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Our overnight construction up and down I-75 near Corkscrew Road and Colonial Boulevard in Lee County, both getting cleared up right now. So you should see both the exit ramp to Colonial Boulevard heading off the interstate from southbound 75 getting cleared out of the way, and on Corkscrew Road as well. Not seeing any major problems as that construction is also moving off to the side. No problems on US 41. All of our area bridges running up to speed in and out of Cape Coral and from North Fort Myers into downtown Fort Myers on both the Edison and Caloosahatchee bridges. Got about a 2-3 minute commute on all of our area bridges. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another nice day in store for your Tuesday. After the chilly start, things will be warming up nicely under plenty of sunshine for today, with temperatures back into middle 70s, topping off near 76 degrees. We'll be looking at clear skies as we head into this evening, mostly clear heading into your Wednesday morning, where another dry day is in store for us. Look for lows waking up in the low to mid-50s to kick off your Wednesday. Many of us touching back to 80 degrees by your Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. High pressure keeping us dry Thursday, Friday, and into the start of the weekend, with temperatures remaining a little bit warmer as highs will remain in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
True relief for back and neck pain. Did you play golf or tennis today and wish that you didn't have to deal with the back or neck pain? Do you feel hesitant to swing all the way through or run across the court because of pain? People just assume they have to live with it or just get epidurals. They are wrong. People look at it from the wrong perspective. Most people only think about treating the symptoms and not the cause. At Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, we treat the cause using non-surgical spinal decompression. Now available for anyone, not just the injured or professional athletes. Spinal decompression is a safe, non-surgical treatment that takes pressure off the nerves and discs, increasing blood circulation, allowing the back to heal. Safe, long-lasting results for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, herniated discs, or even failed back surgery. Don't suffer. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back, 596 BACK. That's 596-2225.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, managing partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano. ldtlaw.com.
Southwest Florida, are you getting the most out of your Medicare benefits? Annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. With the United Healthcare Medicare Advantage Plan, you get more for your Medicare dollar, including benefits like vision, hearing, dental care, and much more. Take advantage. Call United Healthcare today at 1-855-608-8763. That's 1-855-608-8763. Benefits, features, or devices vary by plan and area. Limitations and exclusions apply.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. I am so glad that you are here. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for being there, watching the program, subscribing to the podcast. We do appreciate that. Coming up this morning, all kinds of stuff. We're going to get to Omicron. Have you heard about Omicron? Omicron is it Omicron is like one of, is that like, do you get that for Christmas? Is that something you should buy for Christmas? Is it the hot toy for Christmas, Omicron with the Kung Fu grip?
Decepticon.
Are you sure? I don't know. It's Omicron, Decepticon. I'm not sure. It depends on who you ask when you're trying to get the pronunciation, the proper pronunciation of what this variant is that we talked about a little bit yesterday. The president of the United States had a few things to say about Omicron. Well, let's just put it this way. It's not Omicron, but he certainly couldn't get away from the Omicron talk. I'm not kidding. How many times can you mispronounce a variant of a virus in one conference, meeting, press conference, however you want to say it?
It's called the Omicron. The Omicron variant to face the Omicron variant.
Yeah, he just couldn't. He can't say it right. It's right there on the teleprompter. How do you not get this right? So we'll get to the president and the Omicron toy that everybody's talking about, the hottest toy on the market. Well, that's the Omicron, and not to be confused with Omicron, which is a variant which we don't know a whole lot about. But if you talk to some people that know a little bit about it or enough about it, they say that it's nothing to necessarily panic over, especially when it comes to travel restrictions and the like. Even the Governor DeSantis, had something to say about travel restrictions. We'll get into that. Speaking of travel, something I mentioned to Jake on the break. This might interest you. I don't know if you know this, but there's a parallel universe out there, and according to TikTok, there are some people that are entering this parallel universe by using their shower. It was big enough. It was a big enough story that the Daily Mail did a whole write-up on it, Inside the Bizarre World of TikTok's Timeline Shifters. So, in case you want to get into that parallel universe because you're not really fond of the one you're in, details coming up on how you can enter that universe right through your shower. Had no idea. Didn't know.
Well, I will see you guys later.
Well, you don't have a shower nearby, so it would be interesting if we could get you into a shower this morning to test it, to see if it works. That's probably, see.
What happens when it works, Drew? Then what?
Well, here's the thing. That's good radio. See, good radio is when I can get my producer into a shower live on the air to see if he can teleport to a parallel universe to test this. And we didn't do it today. And that's my mistake. I should have had you stay home and try to get into this parallel universe through the shower. So I take full responsibility for that, not being on top of it.
See, but what happens if I shift into a parallel universe or a dimension that is like a completely communist regime, right? And then I start a revolt in this dimension. I think it's a good movie.
239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Hey, there's news also on communism, being that Jake just brought that up. What if I were to tell you that Wikipedia is going to do something that will change the way you look at communism forever? In other words, Wikipedia is going to make the decision on their own to eliminate the history of communism. It's almost as if they could take it off the website so that you wouldn't read anything about it, and neither would the kids. And it's an interesting world that you live in when you could eliminate, delete, get rid of information from, let's say, Wikipedia or Google or the interwebs, and next thing you know, it doesn't exist. It's like a parallel universe. Maybe that's the parallel universe. Oh man, we are going someplace this morning. Buckle up. This is a big day. Think about that for a second.
Hurts.
It hurts to think about that?
It does.
All right. Well, I don't want your brain to be painful. Okay, a couple of things. $10,000 for the troops, P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers, 33902. We are getting and starting to receive many boxes filled with Christmas cards for our men and women serving overseas that we are getting from Mel's Diner locations. If that's a drop-off point, if you'd like to go there instead of mailing it in, you could do either one. When you do mail them in, just put them in a package. You could have them in the envelope. Just don't seal the envelope and no glitter inside. They're going to end up having to take it out anyway. Kim Gade and everybody over at Lee Health, as they vet the cards, we've got to make sure they are vetted and ready to go by Friday. Friday is the cutoff day. We cannot go past December 3rd if we want to make sure that we get them to our men and women serving overseas before Christmas. So to make sure they are in time, December 3rd is the cutoff date. That is this Friday. So make sure you get them out. And hopefully we'll have some numbers. I don't know if we're going to have numbers today, middle of the week. I don't know if we're just going to wait until Friday or... No, we'll have them. I'm going to try to get some today. It'd be nice to have another count today. So we'll get that coming up. And Friday is also Seed to Table Day. It is the Oaks Farm Seed to Table visit we do each and every first Friday of the month. We do the show live from Oaks Farm Seed to Table at the corner of Livingston and Immokalee Road. They open up an hour early, 6 a.m., so that you can get in, grab a great breakfast and coffee, and hang out with the show. And hopefully we'll have some exciting live guests there as well. There are some pre-planned. Can't tell you who at the moment, but we will see. So hopefully that will be the case. 6 to 9 a.m., Oaks Farm Seed to Table this Friday. All right, Joe Biden, again, with the whole Omicron, he just can't get it right. And you can't, listen, it happens, stuff happens.
It's called the Omicron.
Yeah.
Omicron. The Omicron.
All right.
variant.
Okay. He's messing that up a bunch of times. But he did speak to this, a brief formal speech that he had to the nation about the emergence of the new Omicron variant, not to be confused with the Omnicron action figure that everybody's asking for Christmas. And it is the same thing. We are getting into the same position now, where a couple of things happen with the variants, a couple of things happen with this administration, and the Fauci, who was standing right next to him as all of this is taking place. One of the things that was very, very interesting was when he made this comment.
And as additional protections, please wear your mask when you're indoors, in public settings around other people.
Okay, so we're getting into the mask thing, which is kind of humorous considering that when he was in Nantucket a couple of days ago, he was caught in a store where it said you must wear a mask and not wearing a mask. Very interesting that the First Lady, Jill Biden, had a photo there reading books and hanging out with little children in the White House. I guess she's reading books, Christmas books, or enjoying time with the kids in a White House decorated so bland that the interwebs was just on fire 24 hours ago about the decorations in the White House and going, wait a minute. You were making fun of Melania Trump for the way she decorated. It was beautiful the way she decorated the White House. Have you looked? It looks like it looked like Legos. It didn't even look real. I mean, it didn't even have any kind of any color or zest or anything. It was just really bland. But anyway, Jill Biden illustrating the hypocrisy that is this administration and everyone when it comes to masking, as she's sitting around with a bunch of kids. They're not wearing masks. She's not wearing a mask. Nothing to see here. Move along. But anyway, so we've got to follow along with what the president is saying, what Dr. Fauci is saying. And then there's this little bit of interesting nugget where the president now is talking about let's see. Mask mandates, lifting mandates, maybe getting into some mandates. What are we doing here?
Just separately, you urged Americans to wear masks in indoor public spaces, but many states and cities, including Washington, D.C., have lifted mask mandates. So are you calling on state and local officials to reinstate mask mandates?
With regard to the last question, the answer is I encourage everyone to wear a mask when they're indoors in a crowded circumstance like we are right now, and unless you're eating or speaking at a microphone.
Okay. So so the encouragement of masking up mask mandates. Are we going to be having more mandates? Are we going to be encouraging mask mandates? Are we going to be encouraging any other kind of mandates? Are we going to get to that point where the president was even talking about? What did he say specifically about? Well, let's see. What's this audio here? It's
and as additional protections, please wear your mask.
Oh, all right. So that's more masking up. And then there was this. Here we go.
The very day the World Health Organization identified the new variant, I took immediate steps to restrict travel from countries in southern Africa.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, in doing so, what kind of pushback did he get? Because you remember the former president of the United States, Donald Trump. Oh, boy, did he get pushback when he was one that wanted to restrict travel from certain countries. And he was called all kinds of things, xenophobic and racist and a lot of other things. This president hasn't had to. Well, we're going to get to those questions coming up because Peter Doocy did ask, and others did ask Jen Psaki yesterday about the hypocrisy, the contradictions that we constantly see from Democrats, but certainly from this White House when it comes to travel restrictions. It's interesting how everybody's real quiet about the travel restrictions right now from South Africa. But hold on.
But while we have that, travel restrictions can slow the speed of Omicron. It cannot prevent it.
Omicron! It's Omicron! It's not Omicron. Omicron is Jake's favorite toy that he can't wait to get for Christmas with the Kung Fu grip. It's an action figure. Please don't do that. Don't confuse the two. It's really just not it's not a good thing.
It cannot prevent it. But here's what it does. It gives us time. It gives us time to take more actions, to move quicker, to make sure people understand you have to get your vaccine. You have to get the shot. You have to get the booster. If you.
But wait. We need more time so that we can do what?
You have to get your vaccine. You have to get the shot. You have to get the booster. The sooner or later, we're going to see cases of this new variant here in the United States.
Okay, so have we established yet that the president of the United States steps up to a podium and tells everybody that because of Omicron, which was not to be confused with Omicron being the actual variant that we're concerned about, the Greek lettering Omicron, not Omicron, of course, the action figure that Jake wants for Christmas with the Kung Fu grip, that we're being told that what we have to do is we've got to get vaccinated and get the booster shots. Is there evidence? Do we have evidence to show that the booster shots or the vaccine itself is how you fight this variant? Do we have proof positive? Because it sure sounded like in just a couple of seconds before he made those comments that we needed time to assess everything. But it sounds like you've already made an assessment. How do you do that? And again, on the heels of Dr. Fauci going after Ted Cruz and going after Rand Paul, and he is science, and you can't question Fauci, because if you question Fauci, then you question science. No, I'm not kidding. You remember that audio from yesterday. Rand Paul had something to say about that last night on Fox News. And again, the science that we're not allowed to question, that we need to question because we need more answers before we start jumping into more lockdowns or mask mandates or where we're going. Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? And Rand Paul had something to say about that.
When a government bureaucrat has the audacity, the arrogance to say they represent all of science, we should be running the other way. It conjures up images of the medieval church, in their repression of science. Science has nothing to do with having obedience to any kind of government dogma. And you have to realize that most of what Fauci talks about isn't science. He's not talking about a study on this or a study of that. He's talking about wear a mask. Well, when you talk about the peer-reviewed studies of masks, there was one done in Denmark, showed that it didn't work. When you look at all of Sweden, 1.8 million children have not been wearing masks for the last 2 years. They've had 0 COVID deaths. And you say, well, have the teachers been infected? Well, it turns out the teachers are infected at the same rate as the rest of the public. So they've had no masks for a year and a half, and it has worked, and that's a whole country. And there's no real discussion of this, because if you question him, and really that's public policy, that's not science. It's public policy backed by some science. But if you question him, somehow you are questioning science because he represents all science, that is incredibly arrogant.
Yeah, it's incredibly arrogant. And that's where we are. And again, the science is out there, the data is out there, and it's being ignored unless, of course, it's the proper science of the moment for those that we're told are the intellectuals that know better than you, that are telling you that this is what you must do because, seriously, it's politics. And then you have to follow that. You see where the confusion is and where people push back, and not one single reporter just bothered to even ask the president. Just a question. If you're so concerned about masks and how wearing masks are going to help when it comes to fighting Omicron or whichever he decides to pronounce it, why didn't you wear a mask in Nantucket? Why did you pull the mask down in a place where you were told you needed to wear a mask? It was the law, you have to wear the mask, or actually you had to do it in the store itself, that they demanded that face masks are required, but yet for you feel like you understand where we're going here. So too many questions and not enough answers. And we're not allowed to ask the questions because science or something like that.
True international average of pressure.
Don't get angry. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. When we come back in just a little bit, we'll have more from Jen Psaki yesterday, who had a couple of things to say about this with regard to Omicron or even other hypocrisies that are out there with regard to travel restrictions. We'll get to that. And Wikipedia is going to rewrite history, everybody, and you're just going to have to take it. You don't have a choice because there's no other place to go but the interwebs to get all your information. That's not necessarily true. There are other places you can go, but we're just lazy as a society. It's cracking a book is just not good. It's just so much easier to scroll or to plug your phone. So we'll get to that coming up. And also, what are these nuclear option rumors that are popping about Kamala Harris? Did you hear about this? That maybe there are some decisions that behind the scenes are being made about Kamala Harris that maybe there's a way to kind of move her away from Joe Biden and the vice presidency and the forefront. It's weird, but there are people talking about it, and so we will as well. Coming up, it's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
This Fox Business Report is presented by the Darda Real Estate Group at dardagroup.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Wall Street brushed aside some fear about the new COVID variant Omicron Monday. The Dow finished up about 237 points, the S&P up 61. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen testifies to Congress today when she's expected to urge lawmakers to raise the U.S. debt limit. The feds are expected to run out of money by December 15th. Twitter chief Jack Dorsey announced he's resigning Monday.
Critics call new leadership the right move as Dorsey faced heat for several reasons, including the spread of misinformation. Others making jokes, like asking, can he leave an edit button behind as his parting gift? Dorsey will remain on the board until the end of his term in 2022. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jill Nato, invested in you.
Abbott Hill in Naples is your one-stop shop for every aspect of your remodeling and renovation projects. Their team is committed to providing innovative solutions with the highest quality products. Abbott Hill offers from modern European style to furniture-grade, authentic, handmade old Amish cabinetry. Each piece is made with the highest quality solid woods and traditional construction methods for your new kitchen, office, entertainment wall, vanities, and built-ins. A large selection of unique porcelain tiles, including top designers like Roberto Cavalli and an exclusive collection of large format slabs and tiles from Versace Ceramics.
Hi, I'm Peter, the owner of Abbott Hill. Please come see my showroom located on 5880 Shirley Street in Naples or call 239-260-5246.
If you're in the market to update your kitchen, bathroom, or floors, Abbott Hill is offering free kitchen design consultation and 20% off countertops with the purchase of kitchen cabinetry. Abbott Hill, returning the quality of yesterday and leaving you smiling for years to come.
It's Medicare open enrollment now through December 7th. That means it's time to look at your coverage options. Whether you're almost 65 or been enrolled for years, you have a choice and the chance to pick the best plan for your lifestyle. Millennium Physician Group is here to help with our Medicare Connect program. Learn the latest plan options, compare coverage, and enroll. Visit yourmedicareconnect.com and live your best life with the best Medicare plan for you. Millennium Medicare Connect. Visit yourmedicareconnect.com.
Hi, I'm Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart, representing Florida's 25th Congressional District. As your representative, I work for you. If you need help dealing with a federal agency, my team can help navigate the federal bureaucracy and make sure your government is actually working for you. To receive assistance, please call my office at 239-348-1620. It's an honor and privilege to serve you in Congress.
This ad was paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
It's time to drive in first-class style in a brand-new Genesis luxury sedan or SUV. Hi, I'm Sheila Zellers, owner of Genesis of Naples, and we're the #1 selling Genesis dealer in the nation for two very good reasons: our professional sales staff and our incredible selection. Like the all-new Genesis GV70, named Motor Trend's 2022 SUV of the Year, it features incredible performance, athletic styling, and superior technology. Or check out the all-new Genesis GV80, luxurious and pushes the limits of style and performance with all-road capability and show-stopping design. Also, according to J.D. Power, the G80 ranked #1 in initial quality among upper mid-size premium cars. Test drive a G80 and see for yourself. Genesis of Naples needs to be your first choice for luxury. So please visit us on Airport Road or online at genesisofnaples.com.
Based on January 2021 retail sales. For J.D. Power 2021 U.S. award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
We are waiting to hear from the highways to see if they're going to be able to reach us with the snowplow, and then we should have some news about whether people will be able to start going home. We've had karaoke, we've had pub quizzes, we've had board games, card games, people helping to clear tables, wash up. It's been amazing.
It's been amazing. Well, here you go. I don't know if you heard about this. A huge snowstorm apparently in the UK, and one pub in England for 3 days had 61 people stranded in the pub, and they were doing karaoke, and they had an Oasis cover band. Can you imagine being stranded in a pub in England for 3 days due to a snowstorm? How do you think that is Jake's dream? That's what he dreams of. Not the alcohol part of it or the pub part, but that you could be playing Oasis over and over. And wouldn't you love that?
You'd have to drown me.
Why? So I'm just trying to think of what's the popular Oasis song.
Wonderwall.
Oh, okay, right.
No, thank you.
After all, you're my wonder. That one. If nobody's ever heard of the song, what I just did confused you even more. But that's how bad it is. Can you imagine? What if it was a really bad cover band?
I can't imagine they were Grammy Award winning.
What if it was at least it wasn't like a really bad cover band of what if it was a Justin Bieber cover band or Bee Gees bad cover band or ABBA? I mean, come on now.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
We invite you to come see us at Duncan's Diamonds. We're having our greatest Christmas sale ever and celebrating in Port Charlotte with our giant grand opening. Everything in the entire store is specially priced with amazing savings. All diamonds and diamond jewelry are specially priced right now with spectacular savings. Christmas will be here before you know it, so now's the best time to buy diamonds. From diamond earrings to the most fashionable jewelry at unbeatable prices. We guarantee you will be amazed and find great gifts for everyone on your list. This Christmas sale and grand opening celebration at Duncan's Diamonds is the largest ever. Now's the time to save. Come see us. You can enjoy Duncan's Diamonds layaway or save with fantastic holiday financing plans. It's worth the drive to come to Duncan's Diamonds. It's happening right now. Don't miss it. Come see us. Now open in Port Charlotte Town Center.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $70 off any electrical repair.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer. At Rock Solid Countertops and More, $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99. Installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples. And now serving Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
Experience really does matter. Hi, this is Vincent Napoleon. We're currently experiencing a very different real estate market. Is this a bubble? Is it going to last? Should I sell now or should I buy now? With over 30 years of living and working right here in Collier County, I know I can help guide you through. If you're currently thinking about selling your home or buying a home, please reach out to me today. Recognized by the Wall Street Journal and Real Trends magazine as one of the nation's top performing agents with a #1 firm, Coldwell Banker. You know, it costs you nothing to meet with me, but will cost you thousands not to. Please go to thatradioad.com, again, thatradioad.com, or feel free to email me at thatradioad@gmail.com, thatradioad@gmail.com. Vincent Napoleon, thank you.
Wink News, traffic.
Off to a crash-free, incident-free start across Southwest Florida for your Tuesday morning commute. Not seeing any major delays up and down I-75. A volume picking up out there, getting busier. Heading through Charlotte County near Harborview Road, crossing the Peace River. through Fort Myers between State Road 82 and down through Daniels Parkway. Even farther south toward Bonita Beach Road, you'll see some slight delays, but no major backups in and out of Collier County right now on the interstate or 41. If you're heading through Pine Ridge Road, may notice some delays in Naples between Goodlett Frank Road and Airport Road heading eastbound. Good news is we are crash-free still across that area. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another nice day in store for your Tuesday. After the chilly start, things will be warming up nicely under plenty of sunshine for today, with temperatures back into middle 70s, topping off near 76 degrees. We'll be looking at clear skies we head into this evening, mostly clear heading into your Wednesday morning, where another dry day is in store for us. Look for lows waking up in the low to mid 50s to kick off your Wednesday. Many of us touching back to 80 degrees by your Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. High pressure keeping us dry Thursday, Friday, and into the start of the weekend, with temperatures remaining a little bit warmer as highs will remain in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Beyond managing wealth, we have a genuine interest in understanding our clients' lives, their families, and dreams for the future. It's doing what's right and being there every step of the journey. It requires time to learn what matters most. But at FindMark, we believe the better we know you, the better we can serve you. Visit us at our locations in Fort Myers, Naples, Bonita Springs, and Estero, or online at findmarkbank.com.
At the Nch Heart Institute in Naples, Florida, we are transforming cardiac care. Offering the most subspecialties in Southwest Florida, the Nch Heart Institute was named one of America's 100 best hospitals for cardiac care for the 7th year in a row by Healthgrades. We are elevating the patient experience. We are becoming the premier destination for cardiac care. The Nch Heart Institute, at the heart of what matters most.
Veteran Dan Tellep, a real estate broker, Florida real estate instructor, and author of How to Buy Real Estate in Florida Without Getting Burned. Now available in paperback, ebook, and audiobook at TellepGroupRealty.com.
Hi, I'm Dan Tellep. I wrote How to Buy Residential Real Estate in Florida Without Getting Burned to build your confidence and alert you to common missteps when buying. Get my book at TellepGroupRealty.com. TELEP GroupRealty.com.
Tried Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema? It works at and below the skin surface and can be used on almost everybody, like on the dimples of a diva.
Yeah, roll your boat. Yeah, roll your boat.
Or the shoulders of a chef.
Look, Mom, I made jelly beans on toast.
Steroid-free Eucrisa works at and below the skin surface. It blocks PDE4 enzymes, which is believed to reduce inflammation, even on the wrist of a rebel.
What did you do to your hair?
What?
The specific way Eucrisa works is not well defined. Prescription Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema is for topical use only in ages 3 months and up. Do not use if you are allergic to Eucrisa, crisaborole ointment 2%, or its ingredients. Allergic reactions, including hives, itching, swelling, and redness, may occur at or near the application site. The most common side effect is application site pain, such as burning or stinging.
Come on, moms and dads. Check out Eucrisa.com and ask your doctor about Eucrisa.
Can I sing one more song?
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. I actually don't even think about food. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad is it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. The second month is where I saw a drastic change in the size of my stomach. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the Drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Jack Dorsey stepped down as the CEO of Twitter. Twitter hopes that his replacement can find new and exciting ways for strangers to say horrible things to each other.
Very, very nice. Yeah, it's a big. That's the big deal. Yesterday is the CEO there of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, stepping down. I wonder if what some of his issue is sort of like a Santa Claus issue, kind of when Dan Aykroyd dressed up as Santa Claus in Trading Places. Do you remember that when he was sitting there, and I think he was intoxicated trying to feed his face, and he couldn't get the food through his giant beard? I wonder if Jack Dorsey has that same problem. Maybe his beard is so big that he hasn't been able to feed himself because he can't get the food past the beard issue. There is that part of what? Was it a malnutrition thing? I'm just saying. I don't know. It's just people talking. That's all it is. It's not me. You know what I'm talking about, right? Jack Dorsey's got this big, ginormous beard, and he's like, and he's pretty skinny. He's a pretty skinny kid, right?
Yeah, he's probably vegan.
You think? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
If you got the kind of money that Jack Dorsey has, because he has Twitter and Square. You know what Square is, right?
Transaction.
Right, the transaction thing when you go to some business and they have the little doodaddy that's attached to your phone there and you swipe your card, that kind of thing. The Square, people do business with it. Yeah, that's his thing as well. When you've got that kind of money, are you doing the vegan thing? I don't know. That was, yeah. I just wonder whether or not the people with an extraordinary amount of wealth are already in their mind thinking, I'm pretty invincible. I'll eat whatever you put in front of me. If it's a carved up, a barely extinct whale, if it's tasty, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm just wondering if they think outside of the box, because it's kind of, you're already in this weird kind of place with that kind of money. Does that make any sense? Am I, all right, moving on. So he steps down, and people are like, all right, does that mean that President Trump gets to get back on Twitter? Yeah, I'm not thinking that's, I'm thinking he probably doesn't really want to do that. On the heels of what we heard, a couple of months ago, that he's got his own, right? He's got his own deal coming out. I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be discussed. But they got a new guy, Parag Agrawal is his name. Twitter's CTO is going to be replacing Dorsey. So what's the big deal? Why do we even care about this story? Well, just in case you're wondering what they think moving forward when it comes to free speech. Like, do you imagine that the people that either, I don't know, why does Jack Dorsey leave? Does he get pushed out of Twitter? Does he leave on his own? Is he just tired of it? Is he like, I'm looking for something else to do? I don't know. Why do you? I'm not sure the details of it, but from what I'm hearing, it's like it was sort of like pushed out as opposed to I'm kind of bored with this right now. But this new guy, Parag Agrawal, he said some interesting things in the past. People digging up some old tweets. If you're trying to figure out where this guy is going, here's one. Way back in 2010, he tweeted out, quote, "If they're going to make a distinction between Muslims and extremists, then why should I distinguish between white people and racists?" And then when called out on it in 2010, he retweeted to say, "Hey, listen, I was quoting somebody from The Daily Show. The article you're reading seems too deep for my current mental state." So he puts out this tweet that has people like scratching their head. And then he defends it by saying he heard somebody else saying that and tweeting it. So calm down. It's not that big a deal. I'm not really sure why or what this quote is about or what it was in context made by the person on The Daily Show who did it. But if it's controversial and you kind of know where it's going, like, why do you do that to begin with? Like, is that funny? Is it serious? Like, you do tweet things out for a reason, right? But anyway, that's like that's kind of the least of the issues. I saw this one. Tim Pool tweeted this out. He's a journalist and formerly, I think he was with Vice for a while. Yeah, he was with Vice, and he retweeted this out. The former CTO and new Twitter CEO Agrawal in November 2020 said in an interview, here you go, quote, "Our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment." focusing less on thinking about free speech, but thinking about how the times have changed. Yeah, that doesn't sound like somebody who's into growing Twitter into something that's going to be a real, true free speech platform. It sure sounds like it's looking to peel away at some of the folks that are on Twitter that may be annoying to those that are running it and working at it, where we may not want to have those voices amplified. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going with Twitter and where it's going to end up. There's a lot of you out there that are like, I'm not on Twitter and I could care less. The point of this is all important because you do realize that even though there's like 9% of the population or whatever it is, it's a tiny, minute amount of people that are on Twitter constantly, that this White House and Democrats live on that platform. Like their decisions that are made, decisions that affect you and your family and your life and your street and all kinds of different things on your block, they come from this administration that are made, these decisions, by people who are putting stuff out on Twitter. Like that's the real world, and it's not. So that's why you should care about this. Hey, speaking of not the real world, and speaking of things that really aren't, and you need to sit back, there are a lot of you that are dangerous domestic terrorists because you have kids in public schools. And you're showing up at school board meetings, and you're really threatening. You're pretty much domestic terrorists, and we're going to make sure that we keep an eye on you. Well, at least the DOJ is going to do that. And, the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, who wants to make sure that everybody understands that, we're just going to keep an eye on everybody who you might be threatening a little bit. Yeah, we don't like that kind of stuff, especially if you're questioning what is going on in our schools and our districts, and you're not a big fan of being kept out of some of the decisions that are being made. Well, I mean, really, let's be serious for just a second. Can we just get close to the screen? If you're watching drewsteele.com, get close to the screen here. You don't have any say in the education of your kids. Do you honestly think that? You got to stop. You got to stop doing that. And so now we come to find out that there are some parents that have been upset for a while now about critical race theory being taught in our public schools and how that is happening. And no, it's not being taught. There is no curriculum. Listen, if you hear the words diversity, equity, and inclusion, if there is a division of diversity, equity, and inclusion at your business or at your school, if there's somebody who's running that, yeah, you got critical race theory, my friend. You've got it going on in your school. You've got it going on in your business. And here's an interesting article from Just the News that I read this morning. This is interesting. Did you know there's federally funded critical race theory programs? But they're not really critical race theory programs because they figured out that you are onto the game, and now they've taken out the words critical race theory in these U.S. Department of Education approved grant applications, so that the money will continue to roll in. Oh, no, I'm not kidding. Remember how critical race theory didn't exist until there were people that insisted that it does exist, insisted that they were going to go to the mat to make sure that it was taught in our public schools. You know, that whole flip. Well, check this out. 5 years ago, the U.S. Department of Education, 5 years ago, everybody. We're not talking about yesterday. We're not talking about last year. 5 years ago, the U.S. Department of Education approved a grant application for a summer research program whose core feature was introducing student fellows to quote-unquote critical race theory. This was 5 years ago. The feds approved this. The original grant for the Research Institute for Scholars of Equity. That's the RISE program. With one notable and unexplained omission, the term critical race theory. Hey, they've taken it out of the language. The change suggests promoters of CRT are shying away from using the term as it becomes more politically charged. This summer, the U.S. Senate approved an amendment to the budget reconciliation bill that would ban federal funding for the teaching of CRT in schools. The 2016 version says students will, quote, use critical race theory, as well as mixed method research techniques, as a means of studying issues such as teacher quality, education policy, and race and social justice in education. That was 5 years ago. Your federal dollars being paid to help to keep an eye on and look at and help teachers grow in their education the quality of education that they are giving, and race and social justice in education. So, yeah, we're going to hear more about this. In other words, we're going to hear more about the introduction of critical race theory that has been there for years in all kinds of ways in education. More and more we are starting to discover all of this. More and more we're going to find out about how it's been there for a while, how it's being used, how it's being implemented. And certainly we're going to hear about others who are going to tell us that it doesn't exist, and you know what the truth is, and you know how it works. But you need to know all of this because that's constantly going to be the push. That there's nothing to see here, move along. And when you discover that it is here, they're going to change the language to make you sound like you're crazy. Then they're going to take to what's the person's name? They're going to take to, not Jack Dorsey, but they're going to take it to Parag Agrawal's Twitter and make you sound like you're every ist and obia in the book, that you're crazy, there's something wrong with you, that you're the problem, all the while continuing to do what it is that they're doing, but not without pushback and not without the discovery that we have made, that families have made, and parents have made, and you've poked the bear way too many times. And when you're poking the bear when it comes to the kids, yeah, we're not going anywhere. So we keep an eye on this story, but just wanted to put that out there. You're not crazy, and you're not wrong. Can I say that again? You're not crazy, and you're not wrong. It is happening. It is going on. And they're just going to have to admit it. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live. DrewSteele.com is the website. Steele has 3 E's. Hey, a reminder, 10,000 for the troops. P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers, 33902. Please keep those cards coming, those Christmas cards with a warm message inside for our men and women serving overseas. We want to make sure we get them all, have them in our hands before Friday. December 3rd is the cutoff date. We don't want to miss that cutoff date so we can get as many cards vetted and out to them as possible. Mel's Diner locations, yep, you can drop them off there as well. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along. Let's find out what's going on with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Heading out through Lehigh Acres, we have a crash along State Road 82 at Columbus Boulevard South. Appears to be pretty minor. May just notice some slight delays if you're heading around that intersection in eastern Lehigh Acres. Also in Collier County, dealing with a couple of disabled vehicles. There's one on Logan Boulevard North at Lancewood Way, which is just south of Pine Ridge Road before you get to Golden Gate, and heading through Collier Boulevard at the East Trail. Through East Naples, we have another disabled vehicle, not causing any major delays through that intersection, but watch out for some activity as we'll have Collier County deputies on scene. Lee County, crash and incident free as far as our commute goes through Fort Myers and Cape Coral, North Fort Myers, Estero, Bonita, not seeing any major problems. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll get ready for another beautiful day of weather after a chilly start today. We will be looking at temperatures warming to near 76 degrees under plenty of sunshine that'll take us into this afternoon. We keep it the mostly clear sky as we head into tonight, Wednesday morning. Temperatures bottoming out in the low to mid 50s. We're back to near 80 for a high on Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Are you going nowhere fast in a dead-end career? Or maybe you're concerned about maintaining your current lifestyle during retirement. Ever thought about self-employment as a career option? Hello, I'm business broker Bruce Violet. Self-employment just may be your best option going forward in order to secure your family's financial future. I can help you answer the question, is self-employment right for you? I currently have hundreds of businesses available, including affordable home-based businesses. I'll cut through all the clutter to find that perfect business match for you based on your background and income goals. And I work with all clients personally. Need a plan B? Then think B for Bruce. Thinking of buying a business or selling a business? Call me, Bruce V, at 800-980-2040 or see me online at OpportunityU.com. That's 800-980-2040 or OpportunityU.com. Are you ready for the next version of you? Call me, Bruce V, at 800-980-2040 or OpportunityU.com.
In Florida, we know a thing or two about championships. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And here in Southwest Florida, we have our own championship team, My Shower Door. My Shower Door has made the Inc. 5000 fastest growing businesses in the United States for the 6th time. And because of that growth, My Shower Door needs more teammates. My Shower Door is a family business making frameless shower doors right here in Southwest Florida with a staff of 130 plus. So if you're ready to join the championship team, check out the jobs careers link at myshowerdoor.com.
When was the last time you checked in on your insurance? Give CIG a chance to review your current coverage and find you better rates. Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. My team and I are dedicated to finding you the best suited coverage at the best rates. Give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. I'm confident we can save you money for the same or better coverage. Qualified agents are standing by. Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. CIGFlorida.com.
Hey, this is Papa, reporting that we're still getting a lot of calls from homeowners who were told they needed a new re-roof after Irma. Most of these folks had a few broken tiles that are obsolete. Our company has 2 warehouses filled with the older obsolete tiles used. If you think that you may not need a new re-roof, but only need to replace some obsolete tile, please call me for our free tile roof inspection. We may be able to repair and seal your roof to make it look new and beautiful, a lot cheaper than replacing the entire roof. If you call me for our free inspection, we'll place you on our proactive list, and in the event of another hurricane, you won't have to go searching for a contractor because we will automatically call you to see if you need assistance. Let me show you how we can clean and seal and protect your roof, pavers, and pool decks. On behalf of my sons, Casey, Gary, and Cody, call us at 945-2700. That's 945-2700, area code 239-945-2700. We're open 24/7, and you can call us right now for a free tile roof inspection. License number CCC 1326213.
Alda's Diner in Naples makes everything from scratch with daily homemade specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy big portions of your favorite comfort foods, from steak and eggs or pancakes for breakfast to fantastic salads or their famous Donald J. Burger for lunch or dinner. And don't forget about Alda's extensive bar menu with drink specials for the perfect start to your evening. Make Alda's your go-to spot. They're on the corner of Vanderbilt Beach Road and 951 in Naples. Alda's Diner. There's no place like it.
Imagine.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, stay there. Coming up, a couple of things going on. Wikipedia is about to change history, rewriting history. A little frightening, a little scary, a little strange. How many of you use Wikipedia? Besides, like, trying to find out simple things like how many people actually live in, I don't know, in Paris, or track number 3 on some old album that you want to listen to and find out whether or not it is Tears for Fears or Human League. I seriously have no idea how that came out of my brain. Probably nobody understands what I'm talking about. Do you know those two groups? Did you know that those are names of groups? Did you know Tears for Fears or Human League? Do you know, Jake? Does that even ring a bell? Or
Tears for Fears, but the other one, no.
Okay, good. So we're going to find out more about that. Brian Hammond, Lee County Commissioner, is going to join us at 7:35. A lot to discuss locally. And some Christmas giveaways coming up, too. So stay where you are.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau from D.R. Martineau Roofing and Gutters. Get your mind out of the gutters. We are proud to announce the addition of our seamless aluminum gutter division. Contact our team for your free quote. Just Google DRM Roofing.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer at Rock Solid Countertops and More. $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99 installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples. And now serving Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
Holiday meals are easy with Mel's Diner.
We're bringing back good times and great food.
Mel's Holiday Family Meals to Go put everyone in the spirit with Mel's famous slow roasted turkey, fresh roasted loin of pork, or baked all natural Virginia ham. Serves up to 6 with homemade stuffing, green beans and corn, and choice of mashed potatoes or mashed sweet potatoes, $79.99. And chicken soup or salad. Serve 6, $9.99 each. You couldn't prepare it for less. Half gallons of margaritas and Bloody Marys ready for takeout, $25.
Mel's Diner.
Or how about a cocktail to go? Mel's Diner gift cards available now with a 20% bonus. For example, buy a $25 gift card and get 30. Call the Mel's Diner nearest you to reserve your holiday family meals to go, including a bonus free whole pumpkin pie, $79.99. Happy holidays from Mel's Diner.
From early morning to late at night, the station that gets it right is 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Adults should get boosters. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is the newest CDC recommendation as we await more info on that new Omicron COVID variant. President Biden believes we can beat it.
Not with shutdowns or lockdowns, but with more widespread vaccinations, boosters, testing, and more.
The U.S. and many countries have travel restrictions on southern Africa as the variant spread to France and Japan next.
The WHO, meanwhile, pointed out that the variant has already been discovered in most regions of the world, including Canada. The head of the UN said the people of Africa should not be penalized for identifying and sharing crucial science and health information with the world.
Fox's Benjamin Hall. It's back to court again today for former President Trump's lawyers. Fox's Tanya J. Powers explains live.
Dave, former President Trump's attorneys will make their case to the D.C. U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to try and stop Congress from getting call logs, drafts of speeches, and other documents related to the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol that was led by his supporters. They also want the court to reverse a federal judge's ruling that allows the National Archives to turn over the records after President Biden waived executive privilege. A House committee wants those records as part of its investigation, and the fight could end up in front of the Supreme Court. Dave.
Tanya, tomorrow that committee will consider holding Jeffrey Clark in contempt for not cooperating. He's a former Justice Department lawyer who advised the Trump White House on election fraud claims. Testimony continues today at Ghislaine Maxwell's trial.
For the victims and accusers of Jeffrey Epstein, the billionaire sex offender, they view this trial against his former girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell as a chance to get justice that they feel like was robbed from them when Epstein killed himself as he awaited trial back in 2019.
Fox's Brian Yennis outside the New York court. Jury selection starts today in Minnesota to put former Brooklyn Center police officer Kim Potter on trial for manslaughter. She claims she shot and killed Dante Wright by accident, thinking she was holding her taser during a traffic stop altercation in April. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Lee Auto Group. Find your perfect vehicle at lee-cars.com.
Wink News, traffic.
If you're heading out of Cape Coral toward Fort Myers, the Midpoint Bridge is slow moving eastbound. We have a hit-and-run crash reported there on the bridge. It looks like Lee County deputies are on their way to the scene, so expect to see some slowdowns as you're crossing from Del Prado toward McGregor Boulevard heading into Fort Myers. In Lehigh Acres, a crash at State Road 82 and Columbus Boulevard. Good news, no injuries, no roadblock there. Collier County, we have a disabled vehicle at the East Trail and Collier Boulevard, and another one near Golden Gate just south of Pine Ridge Road along Logan Boulevard South and Lancewood Way. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another nice day in store for your Tuesday. After the chilly start, things will be warming up nicely under plenty of sunshine for today, with temperatures back into middle 70s, topping off near 76 degrees. We'll be looking at a clear sky as we head into this evening, mostly clear heading into your Wednesday morning, where another dry day is in store for us. Look for lows waking up in the low to mid 50s to kick off your Wednesday. Many of us touching back to 80 degrees by your Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. High pressure keeping us dry Thursday, Friday, and into the start of the weekend, with temperatures remaining a little bit warmer as highs will remain in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Got friends and family living far away? Tell them to stream the best station yet at rightallalong.net, the online home of 92.5 Fox News.
Do you really want to go through another year with that awful joint pain? Listen, don't do it. Resolve right now to get yourself moving again for 2022. Hey, it's Drew Steele. It's time to call QC Kinetics. Non-surgical regenerative treatments for joint pain. We're talking lasting results using natural biologics. No surgery, no pain meds, no steroids, and no downtime. This is really exciting stuff. Regenerative, restorative treatments that actually encourage your body to heal itself using highly concentrated natural biologics. Patients rave about it for hip pain relief, knee pain relief, shoulder and back pain relief. Look, don't let them keep giving you steroids. And don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Get a free second opinion at QC Kinetics. Do it now. And imagine life in 22 without pain. Call the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics now. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Do you value professionalism and punctuality? Want to learn from and work with the best pros in the electrical industry? Then you're just who we're looking for. Mr. Sparky is seeking hardworking, committed, and trustworthy individuals. With industry-leading salaries, benefits, and growth potential, we also provide ongoing training. So come join our team at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
An equal opportunity employer.
Dial star 2020. Friends, I care.
Hey everyone, Dr. France and his team are offering $500 off of LASIK or the Smile procedure. It's Dr. France's team that I went to for my LASIK procedure. It's life-changing. I had worn glasses or contacts for like 20 years. So there's no question that Dr. France and Dr. Maxwell Birch are the experts here in Southwest Florida for laser vision correction. So now, through December 31st, France Eye Care is offering $500 off of bilateral LASIK or the Smile procedure. So schedule your free screening today. Their team will consult with you. They'll have all of the best and latest options for you, and they will meet your individual needs and your lifestyle. Don't compromise when it comes to your eyes. Choose the experts with the latest technology at France Eye Care. Find out if you qualify for LASIK and the $500 off. Just dial star 2020 from your mobile phone. Financing's available and affordable.
France Eye Care.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us a voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for your support for veterans in the military. Educating us. Standing up for conservatism. Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. That's the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. Thank you so much for watching the program, subscribing to the podcast. We do appreciate it. Let's see. A couple of things that I wanted to get to this morning. One of them, right out of the gate, $10,000 for the troops, P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers, 33902. We would love for you to continue to send those cards for our men and women serving overseas, those Christmas cards. We want to get them out as soon as possible. December 3rd, that's Friday, is the cutoff date. So don't forget about that. And don't seal the envelopes. And don't put any glitter inside. They have to be vetted. Kim Gade and everybody over at Lee Health doing that, picking up the cards and vetting, making sure they're ready to go as soon as possible. Like I said, Friday will be the cutoff date. And then Mel's Diner locations. Thank you to Mel's for being a drop-off location. We do appreciate them so much. So keep those cards coming. Hopefully we'll have a count either today or tomorrow, the latest count. And then certainly by Monday, we will have the final count. Looking forward to that. What are you smirking at? I'm looking at Jake is laughing at something. There's a couple of stories that have been popping that have been of interest to Jake that have been pretty funny. One of them we talked about off the air, how, with this new variant, the Omicron, make sure you say it right, okay? It's the Omicron. It's not Omicron. It's not the Greek letter Omicron. It's the Omicron variant. How do I know? Because the president has said it on numerous occasions that it is the Omicron version. It's
It's called the Omicron.
Yeah,
Omicron. The Omicron variant that face the Omicron variant.
Yeah,
It's called.
I got it. Okay, so it's that variant. Now we're getting a little confused. Forgive us, because Jake was super excited because Omicron is the action figure that he wanted with the Kung Fu grip for Christmas, and he's super excited about that. No, not that one. It's Omicron. Omicron is actually the variant that's being discussed. It's around the world right now in different places, and then the idea of a travel restriction. Even the governor had something to say about that, Governor DeSantis, and others we're going to get to in just a second. But that's not even the half of it or the whole of it of why Jake is excited, or because he's got friends in New Zealand, and it's been a long time since folks in New Zealand have had the opportunity to use restrooms in their friends' homes. No, I'm not kidding. It's one of the latest things that you can do now in New Zealand, as the Prime Minister wanted to make a big announcement yesterday.
And importantly, because I know this is a question many Aucklanders have, you can now see family and friends again in their homes and use the bathroom inside. Luxury.
Isn't that great? So congratulations, everybody in New Zealand. It's been a little weird lately, with lockdowns and camps that you've been put in if you were COVID positive and the like. It's been a very strange place. But the good news is now you can go to your friend's house and use their facilities. So that seems to be a big deal for New Zealanders. Big enough that the Prime Minister made mention of it. What, Jake? Why were you raising your hand? What?
Where were they going to the bathroom prior?
We don't know. They weren't going to their friend's house. See, the whole idea is that they weren't even allowed to go to their friend's house to hang out with them. Now they can go and hang out with them, and they can even use the bathroom, which seemed to be like, why did you even mention that? I guess that was one of the big things. That must have been something that people were emailing or texting or talking to the Prime Minister about. Like, we've really got a concern. I just want to go to my buddy's house, and I can't even go see him. And he's got such a fantastic restroom. The luxury that's in that restroom. It's got a really cool pull handle on the toilet. It comes from the ceiling. It's actually a pulley. It's just and it's, as opposed to the handle. The handle is so. It's so common. His house is so uncommon. You actually pull a string from the ceiling, and it's actually making the toilet flush. And that's really what I'm looking forward to. And I would really like to get back to my friend's toilet. Is that what people are talking about in New Zealand? But no, maybe now with Omicron, as the president likes to put it.
The Omicron.
Okay. That now with that, maybe they might be changing their mind about restrictions because, stuff happens. So we've got that story. A couple of things were being mentioned yesterday. Peter Doocy wanted to talk to Jen Psaki over some of the issues that are going on with the Omicron, or however you want to say it, especially when it comes to travel restrictions. It's really strange that the former president of the United States had travel restrictions. He was xenophobic. He was racist. It was horrible. How dare you do this? How could you possibly do something like this? Back in 2020. Now, all of a sudden, everything seems to be just fine, restricting travel from South African nations.
Before Joe Biden was president, he said that COVID travel restrictions on foreign countries were hysterical xenophobia and fear-mongering. So what changed?
Well, I would say first, to put it in full context, Peter, what the president was critical of was the way that the former president put out, I believe, a xenophobic tweet and how he called what he called the coronavirus and who he directed it at. The president has not been critical of travel restrictions. We have put those in place ourselves. We put them in place ourselves in the spring. But no, he does not believe. He believes we should follow the advice of health and medical experts.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. Okay. The answer is easy. The answer is it was Donald Trump. He's a xenophobe. Everybody knows it. So yeah, we were allowed to say it then. But this president, is wholesome and stuff. So you have others that are like, I've got a question about these travel restrictions, not just Peter Doocy, but others.
The president insisted that the travel ban on South Africa doesn't punish them and neighboring countries, but South Africa's leaders say it does. How long does the White House envision that travel ban staying in place?
Hey, can I just stop for a second? I wonder how many other countries, because South African countries are not the only places where we are hearing about this Omicron or Omicron, however you say it. It depends on who says it. It's not the only country. There are other countries, right, that are reporting that they have this variant. But for some reason, this is where the travel restrictions are. Jen Psaki's going to explain a little bit about that coming up. But before I play the answer, it does beg the question. How many countries are going to be willing to be open and tell people about what's going on there if they find a variant, if they feel like, even as some doctors have witnessed it and said, hey, listen, it's nothing to panic about. We're not talking about something that is anywhere near the original Delta variant or even the original COVID. We're not in that place. And so maybe rather than everybody start doing travel restrictions, shutdowns, talking lockdowns and mask mandates, that here's a thought. I mean, this is my thought. But again, how many countries are going to want to say anything if they feel like their country is going to be shut down by the choice of a government when it could have been any country that had the variant there? But for some reason, if I tell you it's my country, you may make the choice to say, yeah, well, we're going to shut you down, travel from your country, which is really damaging to the region. How many people are going to want to be open about that? That's one part of it. But the other part of it is something that people much smarter than I am, I've had conversations with, have brought this up numerous times in the past year. Where are the strike teams? Where are the groups of individuals in the countries with the experts going to where these variants are? Like now, immediately, the best of the best, the creme de la creme, you see what I'm saying? Like the best on the planet at finding out and figuring out what this is in the moment. Where are these strike teams going to that location or going someplace to get and find out exactly what's going on so that we don't have panic worldwide? How does that not exist right now? Oh, no, they have experts in their country. No. I'm not talking about the experts in their country or the doctors that see it. I'm talking about worldwide. I don't want to use the WHO, but I'm talking about massive strike teams of individuals that are the brilliant folks that know about virology and are on top of this, and they're the ones that go. Like a Dog the Bounty Hunter type people, well, except without the hair and the stuff. But you see what I'm saying? All right, let her answer the question.
We will continue to assess it. I would say that the objective here is not to punish. It is to protect the American people. As you just heard the president say, this is not going to prevent, it is going to delay. And that delay is going to help us have necessary time to do the research by our health and medical teams.
But again, I bring that up. That is interesting, though. It's about the delay. It's about to say, okay, you all have to stay there because, well, has there been evidence to suggest that travel restrictions have worked before? I think wasn't the governor that, didn't Governor DeSantis just bring this up? I have to try to find this because if I'm not mistaken, the governor did say something about that. Because we don't want to see lockdowns here in the state. We're not going to do it. Yeah, here it is. Listen.
And let me just say, in Florida, we will not let them lock you down. We will not let them take your jobs. We will not let them harm your businesses. We will not let them close your schools. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The lockdowns didn't stop COVID. Forced masking, they said last year, would end the pandemic if 80% wore masks. Many more than that were wearing masks, and it hasn't worked. They said you could get COVID off surfaces, which isn't true. They've not been honest about the origins of the virus, and they haven't been forthright about natural immunity. And with these travel restrictions, I was probably the first governor in January of 2020 to call for travel restrictions from China. I supported President Trump when he did that. But we have to take a step back and acknowledge that those travel restrictions just didn't work. The virus had already spread. And so whatever this variant is, the fact that you identify some in southern Africa, that does not mean that it's not in any corner of the globe. It's an airborne respiratory virus. So I think those restrictions are not going to work. They haven't worked in the past.
It certainly is interesting that the governor of the state of Florida says these things. He's certainly backing up his words with deeds, legislatively speaking. and is recognizing that it's okay to see things that we've done in the past, and if they were a mistake, maybe at the time they seemed like the right thing to do, but after we find out that maybe they didn't do as much as we thought, it's okay to say that. It's okay to say that not everything worked the way as planned, because we're trying to get better, because we're trying to get ahead of these situations and be prepared. Unless, of course, you have individuals who know that they're not successful, who know all the things that they do when it comes to mask mandates and lockdowns and how negative and a negative effect that they have, and they still do it, knowing full well the result after the fact. Why would you do that unless it's about control? That's what it's about. I mean, what else would it be? So good for the governor for saying those things. And look, that's the kind of leadership that we're going to need and demand. Let's take a break, Jake. We're going to need all of this. And certainly that's something that's important, that we hear from individuals like the governor in this way. Hey, let me just say this real quick. I mentioned this earlier. A great Christmas gift, something that you're thinking about for you or your family to give for this Christmas, this holiday season. How about a holiday gift box from Naples Soap Company? It's a great gift. A holiday gift box. Natural soaps, bath bombs, body butters, sea salt soaps, hand and body lotions from a locally owned company. And this is what we want, Naples Soap Company, to get a holiday gift box to you so that you can see what a fantastic gift it is. 6 locations Naples Soap Company has around Southwest Florida. You can visit naplessoapcompany.com if you want to order for the holidays. But how about right now, caller number 9 at 239-479-5592. Let's get you one of these holiday gift boxes from Naples Soap Company, a great locally owned business, and you'll see for yourself what a fantastic gift idea for this holiday season. 239-479-5592. 9th caller right now will get that. All right, let's see what's happening with traffic up to the minute. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. As you're getting ready to head out through South Fort Myers, we have a disabled vehicle at Winkler Road and Cypress Lake Drive. No major backups out there. Just watch out for some slight slowdowns and deputies on scene trying to get that cleared. Otherwise, in Lee County, we have a crash getting cleared up also at State Road 82 and Columbus Boulevard. No injuries, no roadblock there. Midpoint Bridge, we have a crash heading eastbound, very busy and backed up from Del Prado all the way through to McGregor Boulevard as you're heading into Fort Myers from the Cape. And in Collier County, a disabled vehicle at Logan Boulevard South at Lancewood Way, but no crashes to report across Collier through the Naples area. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
I'll get ready for another beautiful day of weather after a chilly start today. We will be looking at temperatures warming to near 76 degrees under plenty of sunshine that'll take us into this afternoon. We keep it a mostly clear sky as we head into tonight, Wednesday morning. Temperatures bottoming out in the low to mid 50s. We're back to near 80 for a high on Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Did you know that if you have $600 or more in the bank, President Biden wants to check your account? Ty Lassiter of Key City Capital here to tell you why. In an unprecedented move, President Biden's administration wants to have access to all Americans' bank accounts with over $600 to keep an eye on things so that we can be safe. At Key City Capital, we are committed to protecting and growing our clients' wealth regardless of what this president does. Our track record of double-digit returns and tax mitigation has truly been life-changing for our clients.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Or check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at gooddealsappliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
True relief for back and neck pain. Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis, sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Manufactured in the USA, Plantation Shutters for You is your best choice for plantation shutters. Custom measured and installed just for you. Built to last forever. Call today for a free consultation. Discounts for all military and first responders. Also, if you support Biden, don't blink and call us. PlantationShuttersForYou.com.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. I actually don't even think about food. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad is it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. The second month is where I saw a drastic change in the size of my stomach. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
239-479-5592. The talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com. The website, SteeleS3E's. Salvation Army. You've probably seen them all over the place getting ready for the holidays. They are usually setting up, right? Well, they had to withdraw something that they put out there recently. A lot of donor backlash. Salvation Army has withdrawn its, quote, Let's Talk About Racism guide, which asked white supporters to deliver, quote, sincere apologies, unquote, for their race and the sins of racism. It was released in April. It was created by the Salvation Army's Social Justice Commission. The Social Justice Commission. I didn't know there was a social justice. Yeah, listen, social justice and a commission on social justice. You know, you're thinking social justice, you're thinking critical race theory, you're thinking diversity, equity, and inclusion. You see where we're going here? It infiltrates everything. And now we come to find out it's also infiltrating the Salvation Army. They had something out. While many Salvationists have acted firmly and courageously against racism, the Salvation Army acknowledges with regret that Salvationists have sometimes shared in the sins of racism and conform to economic, organizational, and social pressures that perpetuate racism, adding that Christians need to, quote-unquote, evaluate racist attitudes and practices. And, well, they've taken that all back, and they're like, we're not doing that anymore, everything is fine, so just, yeah.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Thank you, Southwest Florida, for thinking about our men and women serving overseas this time of year. It is so important that we remember them with Christmas cards. 10,000 for the troops. P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers 33902. But you can also drop them off at any one of 5 Mel's Diner locations around Southwest Florida. Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Bonita, and 2 in Naples. Thank you to Mel's Diner. 10,000 for the troops. 92.5 Fox News.
Whether you run your local bookstore or the neighborhood boutique that everyone loves, small businesses like yours make gift giving possible. Now, Comcast Business has a gift for you. Introducing the Gift of Savings Sale. For a limited time, ask how to get our best deal of the year on a gig bundle. You can get a $650 prepaid card when you switch to Comcast Business, the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. That's $650 to spend on whatever your business needs. You could even reward your team for another big year. Or if you want another way to save, you can also get started with Internet and Voice for $35 each a month when you buy both with a 2-year price guarantee. So give your business the gift of savings today. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities. Offer ends 1/2/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details.
You really want to go through another year with that awful joint pain? Listen, don't do it. Resolve right now to get yourself moving again for 2022. Hey, it's True Steel. It's time to call QC Kinetics. Non-surgical regenerative treatments for joint pain. We're talking lasting results using natural biologics. No surgery, no pain meds, no steroids, and no downtime. This is really exciting stuff. Regenerative, restorative treatments that actually encourage your body to heal itself using highly concentrated natural biologics. Patients rave about it for hip pain relief, knee pain relief, shoulder and back pain relief. Look, don't let them keep giving you steroids. And don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Get a free second opinion at QC Kinetics. Do it now. And imagine life in 22 without pain. Call the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics now. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Veteran Dan Tellup, a real estate broker, Florida real estate instructor, and author of How to Buy Real Estate in Florida Without Getting Burned. Now available in paperback, ebook, and audiobook at TellupGroupRealty.com.
Hi, I'm Dan Tellup. I wrote How to Buy Residential Real Estate in Florida Without Getting Burned to build your confidence and alert you to common missteps when buying. Get my book at TellupGroupRealty.com. TELEP GroupRealty.com.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Coronavirus booster shots are now not just approved, but recommended by the federal government.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention had been saying anyone over 18 may get a shot. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said all adults should get a booster because, quote, the recent emergence of the Omicron variant further emphasizes the importance of vaccination, boosters, and prevention efforts needed to protect against COVID-19.
Fox's Sean Langell. President Biden tours a technical college in Minnesota today and talks about jobs being created by new infrastructure spending.
The majority of jobs supported by the president's bipartisan infrastructure bill will not need a 4-year college degree.
That's White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki. Barbados, in a ceremony attended by England's Prince Charles, drops his mother, Queen Elizabeth, as head of state, becoming a republic. Barbados became an independent state 55 years ago today, remaining until now a member of the British Commonwealth of Nations. America's listening to Fox News.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. As you're getting ready to head out through South Fort Myers, we have a disabled vehicle at Winkler Road and Cypress Lake Drive. No major backups out there. Just watch out for some slight slowdowns and deputies on scene trying to get that cleared. Otherwise, in Lee County, we have a crash getting cleared up also at State Road 82 and Columbus Boulevard. No injuries, no roadblock there. Midpoint Bridge, we have a crash heading eastbound, very busy and backed up from Del Prado all the way through to McGregor Boulevard as you're heading into Fort Myers from the Cape. And in Collier County, a disabled vehicle at Logan Boulevard South at Lancewood Way, but no crashes to report across Collier through the Naples area. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another nice day in store for your Tuesday. After the chilly start, things will be warming up nicely under plenty of sunshine for today, with temperatures back into middle 70s, topping off near 76 degrees. We'll be looking at a clear sky as we head into this evening, mostly clear heading into your Wednesday morning, where another dry day is in store for us. Look for lows waking up in the low to mid 50s to kick off your Wednesday. Many of us touching back to 80 degrees by your Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. High pressure keeping us dry Thursday, Friday, and into the start of the weekend, with temperatures remaining a little bit warmer as highs will remain in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen.
Time of the year is here. As Conditioned Air's 60th anniversary approaches, we're thankful for another holiday season serving Southwest Florida. Our team has been installing and maintaining air conditioning units since 1962, and we're looking forward to 2022. 60 years of keeping Southwest Florida cool. Merry Christmas from the team at Conditioned Air. 1-888-COLD-AIR or online at conditionedair.com. License number CAC 1819590.
Mom, can we have some ice cream?
I've got a better idea. Who wants to help me make something fun and healthy instead?
Eating smarter is easy and delicious. Interested in receiving healthy recipes and a whole lot more in your email? Then register at healthiestweightfl.com and learn more about all the small steps that you can take on the way to living healthy. This message is sponsored by the Ounce of Prevention Fund of Florida, the Florida Department of Health, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Hey guys, it's health and fitness expert Robbie Raw. Are you walking around in pain? Remember, it's not just about what shoes you wear, it's what's in them and how your body aligns from your feet on up. Learn more and find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com.
Hi, I'm Thomas from Storm Shield in North Fort Myers. I'm proud to represent a company that provides a top quality product and stands behind the product and the installation. At Storm Shield, we provide Energy Star certified windows and doors, an exclusive life of home warranty which covers the entire product as well as the installation. All products are certified made in the USA. We have an elite status with Home Advisor and offer no obligation estimates. Most manufacturers have a line of products that meet a variety of budgets and options. Sometimes vendors bait top quality products to earn your business, but switch and install another. We understand that you want to protect your family and home from the elements for years to come. Our priority is ensuring your protection without breaking the bank.
Call Storm Shield today for a free, no hidden cost, exact to the penny quote at 239-491-7002. That's 239-491-7002. Or visit on the web at stormshieldSWFL.com. License number CGC A60475.
Flooring. It says a lot about your personal style. And in Southwest Florida, there's only one name. The Floormeisters. If you're looking for carpet, now's the time to visit their store. With carpet remnants at 99 cents a square foot, you can carpet a 12 by 12 foot bedroom for just $400. That includes new pad, installation, and old carpet removal. Wow, a 50% savings. Bring your measurements today and they'll install in a week or less. They're on Naples Boulevard next to Costco or at floormeisters.com.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond coming up in just a second. But before I get to him, I just wanted to mention this real fast. Before I went to break, before bringing up this story about the Salvation Army, and if you didn't hear about this story, they had donor backlash. The Salvation Army has withdrawn this Let's Talk About Racism guide, which asked white supporters to deliver sincere apologies for their race and the sins of racism. This guide was released in April. It wasn't created by Salvation Army. It was created by their Social Justice Commission. Do you see what happens when you start to introduce others, diversity, equity, and inclusion directors, social justice, the social justice commissioners? When you start to introduce all of this into your company, into your organization, that's when things get bad, because you may not feel that way yourself. The Salvation Army denied suggesting that the U.S. is inherently racist, maintains it didn't tell people to apologize for being white. But the problem is that they brought individuals in that presented them with a guide that they wanted to present to the people there in the Salvation Army, talking about white culture challenges its need to overcome, which includes the denial of racism and defensiveness about race. It adds that white Americans need to, quote, stop trying to be colorblind. And all of this comes into their sphere. How many other businesses, organizations are doing this? Have brought organizations, people, individuals, divisions, commissioners into their companies, thinking that it's the right thing to do, it's what everybody wants, it's the best approach. And meanwhile, they're doing more harm to their brand than good. They're doing more harm, and they may not even agree with it, but they feel for some reason that they have to bring it into their company. And that's where the problem lies. I mean, what was it? I'm trying to see where this. I'm so sorry that Brian Hammond, I know he's on hold. I'm going to get to him in just a second, but I just have to clarify this because this is important. That it was it the Daily Wire that had this story? Here you go. No, is this it? Wait, somebody had the story this morning, and they talked about how businesses are bringing in these ideas. That's it. Here you go. Most voters want CEOs to focus on business and not social issues. There was a group that advises corporations and large businesses. They conducted a survey of 301 U.S. corporate executives and 800 2020 voters from September 29th to October 7th of 2021. And what they come to find out is that corporate executives are 2-to-1 out of step with broader public sentiment related to engagement on social issues. In other words, people don't want this. They don't want this in their in the companies that they're going to go to and do business with. It's CEOs. They think that this is what people want, and it's not. They're overestimating how much of their opinion actually matters to their customers, vastly overestimating. That's 3 in 4 corporate executives, 74% think that communications on social issues have been effective. Only 39% of voters can say the same. There's a huge gap, and they're just not getting it. And I don't know if it's Twitter. I don't know if it's the social media universe. Like they think Hollywood, they think that that's the voters, the American people. It's not. They want you to do your business. They don't want you talking about social issues. And then that's what happens with the Salvation Army. And now you got hardworking individuals, people who are really trying to do good in the community. They go out, and now you have this story out there, and it's not good for them. But is it indicative of everyone that works at the Salvation Army? Is it just a couple of people who brought, with the best of intentions, these social justice commissioners in, only to find out everything we've been talking about, which is don't do this? Okay. Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond right now is joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News as we switch gears. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Drew. And I'm so glad about the last part that you just said about how, what happened at the corporate national headquarters may not be indicative of what's happening for everyone in the Salvation Army. I can tell you the local folks at our local Salvation Army have really been a huge partner for us in Lee County in helping us deal with the homeless issues that we were seeing here locally. So I think I appreciate your analysis of the topic here.
Well, I think it's important to say it, and this is how it will end up turning around. And I don't want to spend too much time on this, but this is how we turn that around. We turn it around by the people, individuals, having their voices heard and saying no. And you do this internally too, and you say, no, this is not who we are and what we're about. And I might say that I really believe in my heart of hearts that the CEOs, they just don't know. They think that Hollywood and social media, that is the voice, and it's not. And it's not the voice of the American people. It's just like when the minority of voices speak for the majority of the American people and they say, this is what we want and this is what we demand. And the people are like, no, it's not. You don't speak for us. And the more we can express that and talk to people about that, the quicker it'll turn around and we can stop with the nonsense. Okay, there, I've said it. All right, putting that to rest.
Amen.
All right, hey, you want to talk about Omicron? Omicron.
First of all, isn't that the coolest name? I mean,
I don't know.
I hate to sound like I'm making light of something, but Omicron, that sounds like a super virus.
But that's the thing. It's not even the right name. It's Omicron, and it's the president of the United States who's been saying Omicron. That's the biggest. And unfortunately he's mispronounced it a couple of times. In case you missed it,
It's called the Omicron. The Omicron variant.
No. It's Omicron variant. So I just want him to be. Precision matters. So. But anyway, yeah, it's Jake is excited because he thought he was talking about Omnicron, which is the action figure that he wants with the Kung Fu grip for Christmas. So he was super excited about that. Comes to find out that that's not what it is. But nothing to report here in Southwest Florida as far as that's concerned.
Right. Yeah. No cases of Omicron have been reported to commissioners here in Lee County. So, and I don't believe there have been any cases reported in the United States. However, I think Governor DeSantis is right about this. It's probably already here, just hasn't been identified yet. But Florida continues to have the lowest COVID-19 rates in the nation. And, we're really, really happy about that. Obviously, I think it's just proof that, look, what DeSantis did was the right thing to do.
Yeah, and I would love to hear more of that. I have to be honest that there are a lot of positive stories coming out of Southwest Florida, and I would like to hear more of them when we hear about, for example, what's going on in this state with regard to bells ringing in my ear, and not just the bells ringing, but also about what's happening in the state with regard to the vid and the fact that the governor stepped up and some of the things that he said, and I want you to mention that as well. But how are we doing here as far as hospital admissions and the like? We're doing better. We're doing well. We're good here in Southwest Florida. What are the numbers?
Yeah, so the numbers are very low. Obviously, the CDC is reporting that in the last 7 days, there have been 15 hospital admissions in Lee County for COVID-19. That's on average, that's 2 a day in a county that has 760,000 residents plus, several 100,000 tourists here. So we're in a very low transmission scenario here in Lee County. We're in a scenario where it's the time of year where we spend a lot of time outdoors. So I think people here are kind of breathing that sigh of relief. And unfortunately, we have seen things peak back up a little bit in some of the northern states where they've gone indoors for the winter. So, we're praying for our neighbors up there. But look, I don't think lockdowns are the way to go. I don't think mandates are the way to go. Everybody is so individual and everybody is handling this in such a different way that for the government to create these one size fits all mandates is absolutely the wrong way to go. And it's been proven time and time again when you look at the numbers in California or you look at the numbers in New York, they're no better than Florida. In fact, in many cases, they're worse than Florida. So I agree with DeSantis that it's not working. The lockdowns didn't work.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and maybe you can speak to this as well. Obviously, with the holiday season, one of the things that we are hearing more and more about is, and I think the AP had the story just yesterday about how where are they going, Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond, when people are in this country and they're saying, "Hey, I've got an idea. I want to head someplace for the holidays." Where do you think they're going? They're not going to New York, everybody.
They're getting on a plane with Don Lemon from CNN, and they're coming down to Florida to take a break and relax.
It's true, right? And I know we've seen very good numbers out of the airport, and certainly the people that are coming to Southwest Florida.
Yeah, we've recovered 100% of our passenger traffic at the airport. Wow. So what does that mean? That means we're in for a very busy season. Basically, between now and Easter is going to be the busiest time at our airport. But I flew this weekend, over the holiday weekend, and I got to tell you, I was in and out of there. It was no problem. We do a lot of things at the Southwest Florida International Airport to try and help with the crowds. We put people out there in the red vest who are basically customer service guides who help people figure out what line they need to be in and where they need to go. And they try to help keep the line moving through security to get everybody to their flight on time. So we understand that we're a very seasonal airport, and we've taken steps to try to address that.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the experience. I cannot tell you how many people I talk to that fly into RSW and always compliment how it is run and how it operates. People enjoy that, the setup, the way things are, and even was there this weekend with the family. People flying in and the experience was certainly a positive one, and that's an important component in all of this, and a lot of the things that we're able to accomplish here in Southwest Florida.
I'll tell you what is not well run, though, is obviously I'm sorry, not governor, but President Biden's, COVID-19 response. I love this weekend. I've become a real big fan of the Wall Street Journal lately, and their editorial board really took President Biden to task this weekend in an editorial that basically they called it Biden's COVID milestone. And they unfortunately talked about the fact that more people have died while Biden has been president of COVID-19 than they did under President Trump. And the whole point of their editorial was that Mr. Biden used the illusion that he could vanquish the virus to win an election. And now he's paying the political price because he certainly hasn't vanquished the virus. In fact, I don't think you could say he's done anything better than President Trump did.
Yeah. And obviously the concerns of many about lockdowns like you discussed and what we may or may not see and the damage that is done by an administration. I mean, if we're going to be honest about this, let's just be honest. The damage that is done by an administration who sees the results of whatever policies they've put together in the past, lockdowns, mandates, school closures, and the like, and know what the results are, know how useful they were or were not, and it's the latter, not the former, and ultimately do it again. Why do you do it again? Or why would you even suggest to do it again?
That's the frustrating part for all of us who have to live under these rules or restrictions or whatever, is that we can see it. Like, we're humans, we understand, we're living it. We can see that it's not working, but yet these folks these elites in the left that think they're our leaders are forcing us to live under these rules that we all know are not working. So at some point, and I think the time has already come, people have just decided to give up on that. Experts, quote unquote experts, have lost a lot of credibility here. Certainly the heavy-handed government restrictions are not something that anybody has an appetite for. And I think that's why you're seeing so many people come to Florida, because they want to get away from it.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond, we've got to do Drew's College, but before we go, you can decide once and for all something that Jake doesn't seem to want to let go of from yesterday, and you can confirm or deny which one it is. When it comes to your meal this holiday season, ham or turkey, which one is it, sir?
All right, if it's Thanksgiving Day and you're only going to have one meat.
Wait, hold on. Jake, are you listening? Are you paying attention? Okay, he's got his arms folded. He's got what my mom would call a funge on his face. Go ahead.
Well, if it's Thanksgiving Day and you're only going to have one meat, it has to be turkey. It just has to be. That's the rules.
Correct.
However, Jake is right. Ham is better.
Wow, we need to, don't smile. No, now we went from a funge face to a smiley face, right? Okay, you didn't, that is such a, but he did both. He did the turkey and the ham. You got to pick
one. Ham at Easter.
He went both.
By the way, I'm a ham man. That's my last Hammond. That's my last name.
That's all right. You get one of those before you go. And you have to go because I've got to go. All right, Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond, we appreciate you. All the best. We'll see you later.
Have a great morning.
You
Talk
do
to you
the
soon.
same. 239-47. He's good. 239-479-5592. All right, Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Caller number 9. I need you right now to call and win, because for you do get today the great Alda's Diner, Alda's Restaurant and Bar, known in Naples as Alda's Diner. We've got breakfast for two, $35 value. Great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're a fantastic place. You can even talk politics if you want there. Yes, it is a great go-to place in Naples. And I want to get you that gift certificate just for playing Drew's College right now. So we'll take the ninth caller at 239-479-5592. Ninth caller plays Drew's College next on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Right all along with traffic, here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. A busy commute through Collier County right now as we're dealing with a crash right near North Naples NCH. That's at Immokalee and Goodlet Frank Road North. Also dealing with a crash at Whistler's Green Circle near Golden Gate. One crash also on Campania Way, and a minor crash, it looks like, at Collier Boulevard and Mission Hills Drive. Disabled vehicle in East Naples at Texas Avenue and Trammell Street. You're heading through Lee County right now, still dealing with major backups on the Midpoint Bridge, heading eastbound out of Cape Coral toward Fort Myers. We have a hit and run there that was reported earlier, causing a lot of those delays. Disabled vehicle in South Fort Myers at Winkler Road and Cypress Lake Drive, and a hit and run at Palm Beach Boulevard and Buckingham Road near the Publix. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll get ready for another beautiful day of weather after a chilly start today. We will be looking at temperatures warming to near 76 degrees under plenty of sunshine that'll take us into this afternoon. We keep it a mostly clear sky as we head into tonight, Wednesday morning. Temperatures bottoming out in the low to mid 50s. We're back to near 80 for a high on Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Have you heard them yet? Clay Travis and Buck Sexton today at noon, right after Glenn Beck. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
We invite you to come see us at Duncan's Diamonds. We're having our greatest Christmas sale ever and celebrating in Port Charlotte with our giant grand opening. Everything in the entire store is specially priced with amazing savings. All diamonds and diamond jewelry are specially priced right now with spectacular savings. Christmas will be here before you know it, so now's the best time to buy diamonds. From diamond earrings to the most fashionable jewelry at unbeatable prices. We guarantee you will be amazed and find great gifts for everyone on your list. This Christmas sale and grand opening celebration at Duncan's Diamonds is the largest ever. Now's the time to save. Come see us. You can enjoy Duncan's Diamonds layaway or save with fantastic holiday financing plans. It's worth the drive to come to Duncan's Diamonds. It's happening right now. Don't miss it. Come see us. Now open in Port Charlotte Town Center.
Being involved in a legal dispute can leave you feeling like you've lost control. I'm Ellie Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Understanding the law and the rules of evidence can mean the difference between winning or losing your case. If you are involved in a legal dispute and are not sure of your options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
Pandemic, market drops, elections. Don't let the noise and fear distract you. Where do you go for clarity in uncertain times? I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's financial planner. For experience, advice on planning for retirement, visit savingtheinvestor.com.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
92.5 Fox News.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
It's Drew's
All right, let's go to Mary in Bonita. Beautiful Bonita, so beautiful they named it twice. Hello, Mary.
Hello, thank you.
Hi, it's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Are you ready for your associate's degree question?
Ready.
Okay, starts right now. Who's credited with making the first American flag? Who gets that credit?
Betsy Ross.
That is correct. All right, you got an associate's to see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. The Persian Gulf War began in 1990 as Iraq invaded Kuwait. Remember the Persian Gulf War? Who was president during the Persian Gulf War?
1990?
Yeah.
Oh. George Bush?
That is correct. Yeah, George H.W. Bush. George Bush, yeah, that's correct. Okay. All right, you got a bachelor's. We'll see if you get a master's degree on this question. Let's see. In 1775, this revolution began as fighting breaks out at Lexington, Massachusetts. Lexington, Massachusetts, 1775, a revolution. Which revolution?
The American Revolution.
That is correct. All right. All right, you got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this question. Let's see. It was this general surrendered to U.S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, pretty much ending the Civil War in 1865. Who surrendered to Grant at Appomattox Courthouse?
General Lee.
That is correct. Well, look at you. You did great. You got a PhD today on Drew's College, so you are the smartest person on your phone. And you also got yourself a gift certificate to Alda's Restaurant and Bar, otherwise known as Alda's Diner. It's great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got breakfast for two, $35 value, and you're going to love it. Vanderbilt Beach Road in 951. So congratulations, Mary.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Back at you. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, thank you very much.
We appreciate you.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer at Rock Solid Countertops and More. $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99. Installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples. And now serving Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
Health insurance. We all hate it, but we have to have it. Hey, Southwest Florida, it's Tyler McCluskey here, and as an insurance executive for the past 10 years, I now host a show every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on 92.5 Fox News. I explain everything you need to know about the health insurance industry and show you all how to save money. For more information, tune in this Saturday at 11 or call now for a free quote at 239-633-3140 or online at tylermccluskey.com.
Holiday meals are easy with Mel's Diner.
We're bringing back good times and great food.
Mel's Holiday Family Meals to Go put everyone in the spirit with Mel's famous slow roasted turkey, fresh roasted loin of pork, or baked all natural Virginia ham. Serves up to 6 with homemade stuffing, green beans and corn, and choice of mashed potatoes or mashed sweet potatoes, $79.99. And chicken soup or salad. Serve 6, $9.99 each. You couldn't prepare it for less. Half gallons of margaritas and Bloody Marys ready for takeout, $25.
Mel's Diner.
Or how about a cocktail to go? Mel's Diner gift cards available now with a 20% bonus. For example, buy a $25 gift card and get 30. Call the Mel's Diner nearest you to reserve your holiday family meals to go, including a bonus free whole pumpkin pie, $79.99. Happy holidays from Mel's Diner.
It keeps spreading. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That Omicron COVID variant has reached France and Japan, which is now banning all foreign travelers. In Germany, there's a case involving an infected person who did not travel and was not in contact with anyone who did. President Biden says don't panic, get vaccinated, and those who are, get boosted.
If you're 18 years or over and got fully vaccinated before June the 1st, go get the booster shot today.
The CDC is recommending all adults should get them. Pfizer will seek approval for 16 and 17-year-olds to get a booster dose. Another of the president's COVID vaccine mandates has been blocked in court. Fox's Evan Brown has more live.
Yeah, Dave, a St. Louis federal judge says the Biden administration likely has no authority to mandate healthcare workers be vaccinated in order to keep their jobs. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, which is a federal agency, tried requiring that any healthcare facility that does business with or sees patients on Medicare and Medicaid needed staff to be fully vaccinated by January 6th. 10 states are suing over that mandate, Dave.
I've been concerned about that new COVID variant is hanging over stock markets again. There's selling across Europe and Japan. Dow futures are down more than 300 points after yesterday's partial rebound from the biggest sell-off of the year on Friday. Testimony starts today in Chicago at Jussie Smollett's trial. Prosecutors told a jury the actor lying about being a hate crime victim, paying two brothers, and staging an attack was the crime.
But his defense team claims the two men attacked Smollett because they did not like him, and the check was for training the actor for an upcoming music video. The siblings will take the witness stand during the trial. Smollett's attorney saying, quote, "They are going to lie to your face. Jussie Smollett is a real victim."
Fox's Brooke Singman, a California father suspected of killing his 4 children and mother-in-law, is due in court today. His wife discovered the bodies Sunday night at a home in Lancaster. One of the kids was a baby. America's listening to Fox News.
Big news from
Calling out
Simply Safe
political
Home
theft
Security.
by the left.
Yep.
92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This news update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. A busy commute through Collier County right now as we're dealing with a crash right near North Naples NCH. That's at Immokalee and Goodlet Frank Road North. Also dealing with a crash at Whistler's Green Circle near Golden Gate. One crash also on Campania Way. And a minor crash, it looks like, at Collier Boulevard and Mission Hills Drive. Disabled vehicle in East Naples at Texas Avenue and Trammell Street. You're heading through Lee County right now, still dealing with major backups on the Midpoint Bridge, heading eastbound out of Cape Coral toward Fort Myers. We have a hit and run there that was reported earlier, causing a lot of those delays. Disabled vehicle in South Fort Myers at Winkler Road and Cypress Lake Drive, and a hit and run at Palm Beach Boulevard and Buckingham Road near the Publix. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another nice day in store for your Tuesday. After the chilly start, things will be warming up nicely under plenty of sunshine for today, with temperatures back into middle 70s, topping off near 76 degrees. We'll be looking at clear skies as we head into this evening, mostly clear heading into your Wednesday morning, where another dry day is in store for us. Look for lows waking up in the low to mid 50s to kick off your Wednesday. Many of us touching back to 80 degrees by your Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. High pressure keeping us dry Thursday, Friday, and into the start of the weekend, with temperatures remaining a little bit warmer as highs will remain in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Looking for 92.5 Fox News online? Big news. You'll be all set when you go to rightallalong.net.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I'd like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy. If you're thinking about buying new windows, consider New South. Don't even think about buying windows from anyone else till you see what our factory can do for you. New South windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
When was the last time you ate at Spanky's? Hi, I'm Emily Monty, and my husband Ted and I invite you to dine with us for lunch or dinner on Naples' most enjoyable open-air waterfront patio or inside among hundreds of vintage antiques and memorabilia. Our variety of dining options ensures the comfort for all of our guests. Spanky's has been a Naples landmark for over 37 years. Whether you're looking for Naples' best prime rib or fresh seafood, Spanky's has something for everyone, offering the highest quality product at an exceptional value. Spanky's has daily lunch and dinner specials and early bird dining from 4 to 5:30. Dining is also available in our full bar while you enjoy daily happy hour. At Spanky's, we understand you have many local dining options. That's why it's our mission to provide you with our warm southern hospitality that keeps our customers coming back for years to come. Visit Spanky's today on Airport Pulling Road, just south of Golden Gate Parkway, Naples.
You really want to go through another year with that awful joint pain? Listen, don't do it. Resolve right now to get yourself moving again for 2022. Hey, it's True Steel. It's time to call QC Kinetics. Non-surgical regenerative treatments for joint pain. We're talking lasting results using natural biologics. No surgery, no pain meds, no steroids, and no downtime. This is really exciting stuff. Regenerative, restorative treatments that actually encourage your body to heal itself using highly concentrated natural biologics. Patients rave about it for hip pain relief, knee pain relief, shoulder and back pain relief. Look, don't let them keep giving you steroids. And don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Get a free second opinion at QC Kinetics. Do it now. And imagine life in 22 without pain. Call the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics now. 239-893-PAIN, 239-893-PAIN, 239-893-PAIN.
It's Medicare open enrollment now through December 7th. That means it's time to look at your coverage options. Whether you're almost 65 or been enrolled for years, you have a choice and the chance to pick the best plan for your lifestyle. Millennium Physician Group is here to help with our Medicare Connect program. Learn the latest plan options, compare coverage, and enroll. Visit yourmedicareconnect.com and live your best life with the best Medicare plan for you. Millennium Medicare Connect. Visit yourmedicareconnect.com.
100% organic food and thoughts.
We live in a fast-paced, fast food world. Meanwhile, people have gotten sicker. We've lost our connection to the earth, to our food, and where it comes from. Food and Thought in Naples is an oasis where people can reconnect to their food and where it comes from. It's not just a grocery store, it's a lifestyle.
100% organic food and thoughts.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us a voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for your support for veterans in the military. Educating us. Standing up for conservatism. Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Oh, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line. We're streaming live. DrewSteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the podcast. We do appreciate that. Coming up this morning, we'll get into a little bit more of Governor Ron DeSantis, some of the things that he said about the fact that I wonder why it is that the Biden administration, Joe Biden in particular, has no plans to visit victims of the attack on the Christmas parade in Waukesha there in Wisconsin. Why would he not go? Why is it that we put this to rest? Like, we're not allowed to talk about it. We can't say anything anymore. And it seems very odd why this would happen. It's not just odd. It's terrible. And we're going to get to that coming up. Also, I have to talk about this story because I've teased it enough. You know, there are people who would love nothing more than to change history. Sometimes you see it, it's very overt. Sometimes it's kind of things like the 1619 Project and, slavery in America. And that's when everything started in this country, and inherently racist, and the founding fathers, and everything has to be torn down. Things that are overt. And then there's the covert, that if you just subtly try to take things away from information sites like on the interwebs, Al Gore's famous interwebs, that you could possibly change the course of history, because you can't learn history. You can't learn from history so that you don't repeat it if you don't know it. If it doesn't exist any place where you could find out more about it, and therefore it's almost like it doesn't exist. Like, it just goes away. It's like nothing to see here. Everything is there it goes. It's completely gone. And Wikipedia is planning on doing just that. This story is dangerous, scary, both at the same time, that I will get to tell you in just a second. Okay. I've debated whether or not I even want to share this story. Why don't I do this? Jake, I am going to copy and paste this story in an email to you right now. And then I want you to look at the headline and you tell me whether or not you want me to talk about it. Okay, are you ready? Pull up your email and you tell me. And while you're reading this story, I will move on with some other things that we do have to get into. All right, let's see. It was Governor Ron DeSantis who had a couple of things that he was concerned about. Why is it that Joe Biden has no plans to visit the victims there, the attack on the Christmas parade in Waukesha? It was mentioned I believe, by Peter Ducey, who talked to Jen Psaki about this very issue and was kind of wondering the same thing. We were all trying to figure this out. So let's see what they have to say about this. Here you go.
Since the president said that this administration is monitoring the situation in Waukesha closely, it has been revealed by prosecutors that the assailant swerved his truck side to side as part of an intentional act to run over as many people as possible. 6 people are dead. Some children remain hospitalized. Why hasn't the president visited the members of this Christmas parade attack?
Well, I would say first, as you saw the president convey last week, our hearts go out to this community, to the people in Waukesha, that we've been in touch, obviously, with officials there, and we're all watching as people are recovering, and this is such a difficult time of year for this to happen. It's difficult any time. Obviously, any president going to visit a community requires a lot of assets, requires taking their resources, and it's not something that I have a trip previewed at this point in time.
Guys,
But
it's just it's too much, everybody. It's just way too much. Do you realize the assets? Do you realize what it would take for the president of the United States to go to this location in Waukesha? Do you realize the kind of resources that have to happen there in Wisconsin as well? I mean, here you had a man accused of driving his vehicle into the parade, charged by prosecutors yesterday, the 6th count of first-degree intentional homicide. And everybody knows this horrific story, and we can't do it because we just, boy, talk about disruptive. Yeah, that's way too much for us to even handle. I mean, it's not like you realize that the president of the United States doesn't go anyplace. It's like if he goes to Nantucket on a vacation, there would be absolutely no assets that would be sent ahead of time there, or in Nantucket there would be assets. But that's not what's decisive. Let's just move away from that, please. Why do this? A lot of questions have to be answered. Governor Ron DeSantis yesterday at a press conference talking about travel restrictions. Actually, he was talking about in the budget here in the state of Florida increasing pay for police officers, and there was a discussion about travel restrictions, lockdowns possibly with the Omicron variant, and what we may or may not see in the state. We certainly aren't going to see lockdowns or mandates of any kind, but he did mention something about this particular story in Waukesha.
One of the things I think that's been most frustrating to witness in terms of law enforcement is how anti-law enforcement narratives are consistently spun by these national corporate media outlets. They will swoop into a community, they will create a false narrative, and then they kind of just leave, and they never correct the record when what they're saying is obviously false. And we're seeing that right now in real time with Waukesha, Wisconsin, in terms of what happened there. You will look at some of these corporate outlets, and they will say that an SUV drove into a parade of Christmas folks. And you're thinking, like, really? Is that how it works? The SUVs, they just drive by themselves? This just kind of happened? And they say, oh, this was a big accident. You never actually hear the discussion about who committed this, what was the motivation. This guy was a career criminal, let out on, didn't really have any bail, basically, should not have even been on the street, had clear anti-white animus, and this was an intentional act. And it seems like, for corporate press, they're more apt to characterize a parent who goes to a school board meeting to protest bad policies as a domestic terrorist than somebody who intentionally rams an SUV into a crowd of innocent people. So you have at least 6 have died. You have many more that have been injured. I know many people are in the hospital. And so let's just be clear. This was not a car just driving in. This was an attack by a felon who did that, who should not have been on the street.
And it's important that we recognize that he's right. Number one, he's right. Number two, it's also important that we recognize that, look, politicians are going to have to start getting used to this. Politicians are going to have to start, unfortunately, getting used to telling the American people, telling their constituents, telling people in the state of Florida what's going on in the world, like what the truth is, what the facts are, because they're not going to get it from the media. A media is not, the corporate media, as he puts it, they're not willing to give you the truth and the facts. So now it's up to people like us, people like Ron DeSantis, politicians, who are going to have to explain to people what actually is happening. It's terrible that this is the situation that we're in. But if we're going to be honest, that's where we are, and that's what has to happen. And are they bold enough and brave enough to do it? Sometimes they're not. I'm talking about the politicians telling the truth about things that are happening. The facts are the facts. But it's just amazing how the world is today. I mean, it's insane. I mean, it's not like, listen, let's not get carried away. I mean, there are some things that are insane in the world. There are some things that we're not hearing about when it comes to the media and delivering the facts. But at least we're not hearing dumb, crazy stories like, I don't know, I got to make something off the top of my head. I don't know. Breastfeeding cats. We're not hearing anything like it's
breaking news. A bombshell.
This just in. Yes, we are. This headline, to the horror of fellow passengers, a woman breastfeeds a cat on a Delta flight. So we've heard of emotional support animals, but this is... Newsweek had the story. The incident allegedly happened during a recent trip on board a Delta flight 1360 route that travels Syracuse to Atlanta. An image posted to social media suggested that a woman was breastfeeding on a plane. It was a cat. It was one of those cats that doesn't have a lot of fur on it. It looked like a little baby. And it was in seat 13A, breastfeeding the cat. And when they found out about it, they asked for the woman to put the cat back into the carrier. That's not something that you should be doing. And the individual decided that they were not going to. It was a hairless cat. So, anyway, I don't even want to get into the detail. Things are getting really strange right now. They're getting really weird, and that's just adding to it. Yeah, weird and gross is an understatement. But, well, nothing. We just have to move on. I can't, there's certain things that you just can't unsee. And that's, once it's there, it's...
Is that even, I don't know.
What? I don't really know what to say. 239-479-5592. Look, we're just going to leave that. We're going to just put that one aside. All right, I promise next I will talk about this. Wikipedia is going to rewrite history in an awful way. This shouldn't happen, but it probably is going to happen. I'll tell you what it is coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along. Let's find out what's going on with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. A busy drive across Lee County right now. We're dealing with a crash on Palm Beach Boulevard right near the Sun and Fun Mobile Home Park. So watch out for some delays as you get off of 75 along Palm Beach Boulevard near Moore Shores. We also have a crash on Noble Lane near Rosemary Park in Bonita Springs. Thankfully, no injuries, no roadblock to worry about out there. And a hit-and-run crash at Palm Beach Boulevard and Buckingham Road. Collier County, a couple of crashes on Immokalee Road, one near Goodlet Frank, and another at Goodland Bay Drive just off Collier Boulevard. And then if you're heading through Collier Boulevard farther south, a crash at Vanderbilt Beach Road and 951. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll get ready for another beautiful day of weather after a chilly start today. We will be looking at temperatures warming to near 76 degrees under plenty of sunshine that'll take us into this afternoon. We keep it a mostly clear sky as we head into tonight, Wednesday morning. Temperatures bottoming out in the low to mid 50s. We're back to near 80 for a high on Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
First comes love, then comes marriage. Don't forget the sparkle that comes in between. The Diamond District is filled wall to wall with the largest selection of GIA loose certified diamonds and engagement rings in Southwest Florida. You won't find a better diamond buying experience than with Jason and Todd at the Diamond District.
Dial star 2020. Friends, I care.
Hey everyone, Dr. France and his team are offering $500 off of LASIK or the Smile procedure. It's Dr. France's team that I went to for my LASIK procedure. It's life-changing. I had worn glasses or contacts for like 20 years. So there's no question that Dr. France and Dr. Maxwell Birch are the experts here in Southwest Florida for laser vision correction. So now, through December 31st, France Eye Care is offering $500 off of bilateral LASIK or the Smile procedure. So schedule your free screening today. Their team will consult with you. They'll have all of the best and latest options for you, and they will meet your individual needs and your lifestyle. Don't compromise when it comes to your eyes. Choose the experts with the latest technology at France Eye Care. Find out if you qualify for LASIK and the $500 off. Just dial ** 2020 from your mobile phone. Financing's available and affordable.
France Eye Care.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. I actually don't even think about food. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad is it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. The second month is where I saw a drastic change in the size of my stomach. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Greetings from Health Plan Network. First, a sincere thank you to the folks at WFSX and their loyal listeners. The response to our recent individual health insurance ads have been phenomenal. Second, a short history lesson. When the federal government made their last attempt at socialized medicine or Obamacare, most insurance companies refused to participate, leaving millions with no choice but the high premiums and deductibles on the marketplace. On the other hand, our clients were able to keep their non-cancelable coverage and have enjoyed low premiums and great coverage for the last 7 years. The new administration has promised another run at their stated goal of nationalized health insurance. If you're on Obamacare, uninsured, or on COBRA, now is the time to act. Protect yourself and family with non-cancelable coverage guaranteed to age 65 now. Call me at 239-268-6712 or visit our website at healthplannetwork.net. That's 239-268-6712 or healthplannetwork.net. We can help.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, here you go. It's really simple. Wikipedia. A lot of people use Wikipedia. Some people don't even realize that they're using Wikipedia because they'll Google something, search something, and then Wikipedia results will come up as their search result. And it started out, Wikipedia, the two people that put it together, it was the idea was a crowdsourcing resource of knowledge. So everybody, for free, you put together, you crowdsource different questions and answers to things. And all of a sudden, it started to push really far left, to the point where one of the creators of Wikipedia said, yeah, you guys are getting way too left-wing and propagandish, and I'm walking away. Blocking conservative voices, rewriting history. How are they doing it now? Well, guess what, everybody? Here's the headline in the story. Wikipedia continues to rewrite history. This time it prepares to delete pages or a page on mass killings under communist regimes. A deletion note being added to the page titled Mass Killings Under Communist Regimes, which informs that the over 12,000-word page is under consideration for deletion. They claim that the neutrality of the article is disputed and verifiability of the claims made. The instances of genocide by communists, including Red Terror in Russia by the Bolsheviks at the start of the Russian Civil War, mass murders by Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Pol Pot, using various policies, and other similar well-known instances in communist regimes in East Germany, Yugoslavia, North Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Ethiopia, etc. The extensive article lists various terminology used with mass killings and discusses whether deaths caused by famines under communist rules can be labeled as mass murder, apart from listing various historical events and estimates of casualties. Here's what they're doing. They don't like the idea that people could look up for themselves and find out through Wikipedia that communism kills. Communism kills. It does. It has. It's documented. And so now what the left-leaning Wikipedia wants to do is eliminate that altogether. They want to get rid of it. And do what? And change history? So they don't want you to know about the mass killings under communism. They don't want you to specifically find out about it. And it may not even be you because you already know, but there are going to be a generation of kids, a generation of individuals that are going to try to find out about this, that are going to hear about it. And instead of being able to find out here for themselves and in a place where you would imagine they would get the truth and the facts and the information, that's going to be taken away. Now, you may say, well, what's the big deal? You just don't go to Wikipedia. You can go to other places to find this information. Okay. The question then becomes, where will they go next to delete the truth? Where will they go next to not teach you the facts, the truth, history of the world as we know it? Where will they go next, and how far will they go?
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Whether you run your local bookstore or the neighborhood boutique that everyone loves, small businesses like yours make gift giving possible. Now, Comcast Business has a gift for you. Introducing the Gift of Savings Sale. For a limited time, ask how to get our best deal of the year on a gig bundle. You can get a $650 prepaid card when you switch to Comcast Business, the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. That's $650 to spend on whatever your business needs. You could even reward your team for another big year. Or if you want another way to save, you can also get started with Internet and Voice for $35 each a month when you buy both with a 2-year price guarantee. So give your business the gift of savings today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Offer ends 1/2/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details.
Hey, we've got my friend Dave Meister on the phone, of course, with the Floor Meisters, the family-owned Floor Meisters in Naples. And Dave, listen, I know you got a lot of things going on. You're selling a lot of cord tech. That's great, but you got this 8,000 square foot showroom with a selection of carpet that is absolutely unbelievable as well. And the prices right now are pretty amazing. So I hear you got this whole thing going on with Dreamweaver carpet starting at, wait a minute, let me just get this right, at just $1.99 a square foot?
Yes, installed carpet pad and labor, $1.99.
And there's the phones ringing already. Look at that. They're getting excited.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, tell me more about what we've got here.
So we've got a big selection, and this is quite a carpet.
Listen, if you haven't been to the Floor Meisters, you really owe it to yourself to visit their store, 6281 Naples Boulevard, right next to Costco. Whether it's tile, laminate, hardwood, or, of course, carpet, they've got it all. So give them a call today, 239-596-4964, or on the web at floormeisters.com.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.
This morning, the next round in former President Trump's fight to keep his White House records away from the House committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot.
Trump's attorneys are making their case to the D.C. U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to try and stop Congress from getting call logs, drafts of speeches, and other documents related to the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol that was led by his supporters. His attorneys also want the court to reverse a federal judge's ruling that allows the National Archives to turn over the records after President Biden waived executive privilege.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, now today's Giving Tuesday. Amish Mehta, a nonprofit specialist at the Friedman CPA firm, suggests researching charities before making donations.
Financial information, as well as what their policies and practices are, that will help you in that decision making.
There's more information at givingtuesday.org. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. A busy drive across Lee County right now. We're dealing with a crash on Palm Beach Boulevard right near the Sun and Fun Mobile Home Park. So watch out for some delays as you get off of 75 along Palm Beach Boulevard near Moore Shores. We also have a crash on Noble Lane near Rosemary Park in Bonita Springs. Thankfully, no injuries, no roadblock to worry about out there. And a hit-and-run crash at Palm Beach Boulevard and Buckingham Road. Collier County, a couple of crashes on Immokalee Road, one near Goodland Frank and another at Goodland Bay Drive just off Collier Boulevard. And then if you're heading through Collier Boulevard farther south, a crash at Vanderbilt Beach Road and 951. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another nice day in store for your Tuesday. After the chilly start, things will be warming up nicely under plenty of sunshine for today, with temperatures back into middle 70s, topping off near 76 degrees. We'll be looking at a clear sky as we head into this evening, mostly clear heading into your Wednesday morning, where another dry day is in store for us. Look for lows waking up in the low to mid 50s to kick off your Wednesday. Many of us touching back to 80 degrees by your Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. High pressure keeping us dry Thursday, Friday, and into the start of the weekend, with temperatures remaining a little bit warmer as highs will remain in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It's Big Al from Stevie Tomato Sports Page. Do you feel American pride and want to shout, God bless America? As a son of immigrants who came through Ellis Island, I stand when the national anthem plays and get emotional thinking of those who have sacrificed for America's greatness. At Stevie's, we're filled with gratitude for our great customers and the country we live in. The firemen, police, emergency service, construction workers, and those who go about each day providing the foundation for our country. We love our customers and express our gratitude with our food, service, and value. Thankful for your dedication for what you do. And to all our great customers, show your love for this great country by going to any Stevie's. Stand at the bar and say loud and clear for all to hear, God bless America, and I'll buy you a 10-ounce beer. Restrictions apply in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. God bless America.
Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food. Stay for the sports.
Hi, my name is Jay, president of Big Island Builders, a custom home builder in Naples. You may have heard about supply chain issues affecting the construction industry. And you may think because of these issues, you need to hire a large building company, but that is not the case. We are a medium-sized company, and we have been proactive throughout these trying times to anticipate issues, order materials early so that our jobs continue to progress efficiently. Find us at BigIslandBuilders.com.
We invite you to come see us at Duncan's Diamonds. We're having our greatest Christmas sale ever and celebrating in Port Charlotte with our giant grand opening. Everything in the entire store is specially priced with amazing savings. All diamonds and diamond jewelry are specially priced right now with spectacular savings. Christmas will be here before you know it, so now's the best time to buy diamonds. From diamond earrings to the most fashionable jewelry at unbeatable prices. We guarantee you will be amazed and find great gifts for everyone on your list. This Christmas sale and grand opening celebration at Dunkin's Diamonds is the largest ever. Now's the time to save. Come see us. You can enjoy Dunkin's Diamonds layaway or save with fantastic holiday financing plans. It's worth the drive to come to Dunkin's Diamonds. It's happening right now. Don't miss it. Come see us. Now open in Port Charlotte Town Center.
Whether you're vaccinated or not, it's important to know the symptoms of COVID and its variants. Fever is the leading sign, and only the Exergen temporal scanner thermometer has been proven accurate with more than 100 clinical studies. Non-contact thermometers have no clinical evidence behind them and cannot be relied on. Be vigilant and seek medical advice at the first sign of fever. Be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Want to hear how I almost got off the naughty list this year? I helped Santa save gazillions by having him download Capital One Shopping to his computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. You can download it too and save a bundle. You don't even need a Capital One card, and it's free. So why didn't I get off the naughty list? Turns out Santa's a stickler for naughty words. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, let's do it. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com is the website. Steele has 3 E's if you want to watch and subscribe to the podcast. Top 5 audio clips of the day. Here we go. It's a 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
I wanted to do it because I wanted to call somewhere where I can feel like this is my home now. And it is the greatest feeling that I ever had.
That's Enes Kanter last night on Tucker Carlson's program. An outspoken NBA player, plays for the Celtics and became a U.S. citizen. Changed his name from Enes Kanter now to Enes Freedom. How about that, everybody?
Number 4.
And importantly, because I know this is a question many Aucklanders have, you can now see family and friends again in their homes and use the bathroom inside. Luxury.
Yeah. There's the Prime Minister of New Zealand wanted to let everybody know, isn't it exciting, everybody? Guess what? Now you can go to your friend's house and you can hang out with them. And best of all, the luxury of using their bathroom. Because you didn't have that luxury before. But now you have the luxury of using your friend's bathroom, which is quite luxurious. It's probably better than yours. And now you get to use it. Okay.
Number 3.
Before Joe Biden was president, he said that COVID travel restrictions on foreign countries were hysterical xenophobia and fear-mongering. So what changed?
Well, I would say first, to put it in full context, Peter, what the president was critical of was the way that the former president put out, I believe, a xenophobic tweet.
Gotcha. Okay, that's right. The former president of the United States, Trump, when he had travel restrictions and travel bans because of the concerns about the movement of COVID at the time, and everybody was like, oh, he's a xenophobe. Oh, he's a racist. All these kind of words and languages. When he did it, oh, it was tweets and everything else that he put out that she believes that and not really. But now when the president of the United States, Joe Biden, does it, you see these countries from South Africa, and he decides that he's going to do, even though the Omicron variant of the virus is in other countries. Nothing to see here. Move along. Up. Just move along. We don't have time for you. Come on, move along, Peter Ducey.
Number 2.
And let me just say, in Florida, we will not let them lock you down. We will not let them take your jobs. We will not let them harm your businesses. We will not let them close your schools. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The lockdowns didn't stop COVID. Forced masking, they said last year, would end the pandemic if 80% wore masks. Many more than that were wearing masks, and it hasn't worked. They said you could get COVID off surfaces, which isn't true. They've not been honest about the origins of the virus, and they haven't been forthright about natural immunity.
That's the governor yesterday when he, at a press conference, was letting everyone know that his budget proposal was going to have an increase of pay for law enforcement here in the state of Florida. The topic of the Omicron variant and lockdowns and the possibility of which mandates, maybe mask mandates, here we go. And the governor saying, no, we're not going to do this with all the evidence that we have. And we know exactly what went down. And knowing that we are in a position that we are in here in the state of Florida, doing everything that was opposite of what other people were telling us we should have done with lockdowns and mask mandates and the like. And we are now, when it comes to per capita, the lowest COVID cases in the country, and some of the success that we're having and people taking vacations in Florida. Yeah, we're not going to lock down Omicron, no Omicron. You can call it whatever you want to call it.
Number one.
It's called the Omicron. The Omicron variant, the face the Omicron variant.
Oh, yeah, that's Joe Biden, president of the United States, when talking about the Omicron variant and the concerns that he has, mentioned it 1, 2, 3, 4 multiple times, and he pronounced it incorrectly.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
It's not that big a deal. It happens, everybody. You got to stop getting excited. It's not that big a deal just because Jake got super excited and pumped up when he found out that the Omicron was going to be the big headline story from Joe Biden as president of the United States yesterday. And he thought he was talking about the Omicron action figure that he's been looking forward to getting with the Kung Fu grip for Christmas. No. He just found out that, unfortunately, it was Joe Biden during a very brief formal speech to the nation about the emergence of the Omicron variant, was mispronouncing it as the Omicron variant. But that's okay. It happens. It's Joe Biden, and we all know. And do you need to hear anything else? So we've got that, and that happens. And make sure you're wearing a mask, everybody, indoors, okay?
And as additional protection, please wear your mask when you're indoors in public settings around other people.
Yeah, please do that. Wear masks indoors when you're around people in public settings. You know, like he sets the example of when he was in Nantucket and he wasn't wearing the mask, or even when he was walking away from the podium yesterday and didn't have the mask and he was walking away. But look, stuff happens. It's all right. But as far as lockdowns, are they off the table?
In terms of, what was the second part of the question?
Are lockdowns off the table?
Yes, for now, yes.
Okay, so for now, lockdowns are off the table. So we're not saying that they're definitely on or off. But right now, as far as we know, they're off the table. We'll see how the variant works out. Keeping an eye on Omicron, or any other cron. How about isn't Cron wasn't Cron like a wasn't it a movie? Like a futuristic Disney movie, Cron? Or was it? Aren't they making a Disney?
There's the Decepticons from Cybertron.
No, I was thinking Cron, not Decepticon, but Cron. There's the Cron was like, isn't it a ride? They're making a Disney ride out of it, or a ride. It's a movie. Don't you remember?
Kind of.
Cron. It's maybe that was Tron.
See, there you go. You know, you're just
okay. All right. I get my Disney stuff confused and my poor movies from the 80s confused with other really bad 80s movies. Tron was it was one of those things where if it never popped up again, and I think they redid it. Didn't they remake it?
They did.
Yeah, because, you have to take a bad movie and just make it worse.
Make it worse.
That's what you do. Hey, speaking of Disney, have you been following, I don't know if you've seen this, the Beatles Get Back? Did you hear about this? So Disney Plus, Peter Jackson, who did what's his the March of the Ring people.
Lord of the Rings.
That's it, Lord of the Rings, right? What did I say? Peter Jackson did the Lord of the Rings trilogy and he did all these movies. Okay, so he found old footage of the Beatles when they were in the process of creating an album. They had like 14 days to do it. They had a live performance. They had to write all this new music. There was pressure to get the songs out, and a lot of songs were written. Get Back was one of the big songs that was written by Paul McCartney and John Lennon. It was like behind the scenes footage of these 14 days before this live performance.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it, I think.
It's in 3 different parts. And it's, I'll just say this. I try to watch an hour of the first part 1 over the weekend. It's slow move. It's interesting because you get to see the behind the scenes. It's interesting to see it. One of the things it does 2 things that I think are important. The first thing is that, and I don't know if anybody has watched this, but I'm not giving away anything, but here's the first thing. That the whole story of the Beatles and the breakup of the group is like a lie. Well, all right, maybe it's not a lie, but the Paul McCartney hated John Lennon and Yoko Ono, who was constantly there sitting. She was always, but they were having a great time, in a good mood. John Lennon seemed to be very happy. Of course, there's there were the issues of some of the things that John Lennon may or may not have been consuming at the time. That may have been. Anyway, I digress. The point is that they seemed to be getting along great. And the history of the band and how the breakup of the band took place is nothing like the reality of the moment in 1969, where you were close to the breaking up of the band and the way things were, and you watch the band creating, and you're like, this is nothing like we were told. And the second thing is, and I'll get back to that just a second, because there is a purpose to this and a reason why it's important. The second part of it is this, Jake. There's a 2-minute and 20-second video that's out, a portion of, I don't know if it was in part 1 or part 2, I'm not sure where Paul McCartney writes the song Get Back. Did you see it?
I saw it, yeah.
It could be the,
I wouldn't even say he wrote it. It just came to him.
It could be the greatest moment of watching the creation of a song behind the scenes that I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was fascinating that and as a songwriter, professionally, that was my gig before this gig, that I can tell you that the process that Paul McCartney was using, where it was basically he's just strumming this, and he's singing a melody in his head, and then it just kind of falls together. It's an amazing process, but it's not one that's typical. That's not how it happens. It's very formulaic, and it's much different than the way he was doing it. Traditionally, the way songs were written was the way that he was doing it. And if you watch this video, it'll make a whole lot more sense than maybe it's making right now. But it's a fascinating 2 minutes and 20 seconds of, holy cow, he's sitting there and he's strumming a bass guitar that sounds like a regular guitar, right? Because that's the way he played.
It was the 6-string Fender, I think, right?
I don't know.
Well, it was just
I don't think so.
But it's a bass guitar.
Yeah. Strumming it and going from ideas to, this is one of the biggest songs that the Beatles had. It's just interesting. But the one thing that I was taking away, and we'll go in just a second, is this. For the longest time, everybody was told that the Beatles broke up. It was awful. They hated each other. Yoko Ono broke the band up, and this was awful. And that's the history up until this moment in time, when you're watching this video and you're saying that's all. It's all wrong. How many other things? How many other historical moments have been lies and have been told by people that either were there and wanted to twist around what the facts were to protect individuals, or never were there, and people ran with the story, and it's not true, and we don't have the ability to go back like we do with these the video of the Beatles Get Back and see it and go, well, wait a minute, this is real time, this is when it happened, and it was nothing like the history of the band, and how many other things maybe in history have been told to us as situations that turned out to not be true, or we'll never know because we don't have the video to go back to. It's fascinating to me.
Well, you can't disagree with the fact that Yoko Ono was an evil woman.
Why?
I can name thousands of reasons.
Can you name
You
one?
want one good one? The letters that McCartney wrote to, or whoever her spouse was, wrote to her
No,
his
that-
son.
John Lennon was her spouse.
She made him buy them from her at an auction.
Okay, so
So personal letters that were written to him, he had to buy back.
Okay,
from Yoko.
But that didn't break the band up.
That's just that kind of energy that people get after the fact, and then you compare, you look back, and then there's a huge clip of her, just screaming whenever he was performing with somebody on TV.
Yeah.
It was one of those old schooly, like black and white, when they get on stage and it looks all proper.
Okay.
And she just started screaming in the microphone.
Maybe that was her singing style. Maybe she was performing and that was her performance art. That's what I'm saying. It's just like,
you really think that that's the case?
No, what I'm telling you is it's very simple. I know that the breaking up of the Beatles did not happen the way it was advertised to us for the past 40 years. That's what I know. By watching the video, watching this Get Back on Disney, the Beatles thing that I just watched, it's nothing like has been described to us. It's just not. And I think that's fascinating because even Paul McCartney had opportunity after opportunity for years. And he could have put all of that to rest and said, no, that's not the case. And given examples. And for some reason, nobody believed him. If he did, I mean, I don't know that he did. Maybe he did. But I just thought that, wow, you look at that and then you think to yourself, how many other moments in history, American history, world history, have we been told something through books and firsthand accounts and they're just not true? It's not the case.
I'm still going off of Yoko broke up the band.
That's okay. You do you. All right, 239-479-5592. We're going to go, but before we go, let's do this. I think that with the holidays around the corner, a lot of people are thinking about gift ideas, just not sure what to do, what to get. A great gift for you to get is for someone to go to the Alamo Gun Range in Naples. It is my favorite place to go to shoot. It's an amazing place. And I've got a gift certificate right now for you, an hour of free range time, one free gun rental, free box of ammunition. Vanderbilt Beach and Airport Pulling Roads is where you go. If you've never been there before, I'm telling you, it's a fantastic experience. The lanes are just great. And if you would like the gift certificate, why not call right now? Caller number 9 at 239-479-5592. A gift for you. It's the Alamo Gun Range in Naples. Experience it for yourself and then tell your friends. And it's a great gift idea. So there you go. The Alamo Gun Range in Naples, 9th caller will get you a gift certificate right now. It's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Glenn Beck is next. We will see you tomorrow. And right now we see Casey Sherman because she has your forecast.
Well, get ready for another beautiful day of weather after a chilly start today. We will be looking at temperatures warming to near 76 degrees under plenty of sunshine that'll take us into this afternoon. We keep it the mostly clear skies we head into tonight, Wednesday morning. Temperatures bottoming out in the low to mid 50s. We're back to near 80 for a high on Wednesday afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.